Happens every time.
Every time. I was like, yeah, you cuddly little bastard.
I did not have the artwork or the Keyforge mini for Zen or Rhiannon, so I just took y'all's profile pictures, and what I could see, I made y'all's characters out the best I could. So they are up there.
How could you?
Well, Zen's is hard to make in there anyway because Zen's main feature is his mask, and they do not have a mask to fit that, so I had to work with what I had.
Oh, okay.
Dun dun dun.
But everybody's character sheets are now up and correctly leveled.
Yay.
Yay. Someone's here.
I'm with Daddy.
It's
Great, I'm coming through the computer audio. Hold on 1 second.
a second.
What? Okay. I mean, I do that anyways, but whatever.
Damn.
Hashtag mama don't care.
Hashtag mama don't care.
Don't know, don't care.
Alright, let's go ahead and get started with today's session of Dragon Queen's Ascension. In the last session, you guys met up after a week of rest in the Dwarven city of Trondheim. And met up with you guys went shopping at first because you guys had gold to burn. And instead of giving me a list to go shopping during that week, you guys decided to do it all in one day.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
You guys then met up with Randolph, the Paladin rogue, who originally let you guys out of jail and gave you guys a chance to be better people.
Which he was obviously wrong for.
He is slowly and no, not slowly. He is definitely regretting that decision now.
As you should. As you should.
As he should.
100% regretting that decision. Full out there. You guys met up with him, and he was going to go and check on the situation with the dragon nest at the top of the volcano. You guys decided to offer him some assistance. And to the infinite wisdom of the dwarf who has lived in this mountainous region, who should have known that slamming into rocks makes noise. Especially enough to cause rocks to fall into molten lava.
I'm just saying. Aligor is blind. He had no idea there was a sleeping dragon in that cave.
Right.
So fuck you guys.
I'm aware. You were there when you were told that there was a flaming dragon that hatched out of an egg.
You didn't know it was in that exact cave.
It's fine. It all happened. We're not retconning any of that shit.
And not only that, but he tried to make friends. He tried to make friends with the dragon and got fucked over. It's fine.
Yeah, basically. You guys discovered that this particular breed of elemental dragon has a really good healing factor.
Well, yeah, when you live in a pot of lava, it's pretty easy to heal up.
Yeah, 20d6 of damage on lava is great healing for a fire dragon.
Super awesome. Yay.
I
stole dragon eggs from inside the cave.
You did steal dragon eggs, and when the dragon found out, he came a-looking.
Where's my baby?
Little siblings. When you took the dragon eggs, you came down, running as quickly as you can. Randolph gets on his sending stone and starts calling for help as a flaming dragon comes tumbling down the mountain after you all. You all begin to make it down the mountain when a much larger silver dragon, and I mean significantly larger, silver dragon takes care of the situation. You guys make it down. The Dwarven guards are gathering, hearing the commotion, and wondering what the hell is going on. As they are readying to go up the mountain and take care of the situation, Lunarius comes down in his elven form, steaming mad, and possibly steaming from being attacked by a flame drake. Looks at you all, looks at Randolph, and just has this look of like, why am I even trying with this group?
In my defense,
Because
I
we're
was left
humble.
unsupervised.
My defense, none of you should be left unsupervised.
How old is Aligor again?
100 and, numbers.
Old enough to know better,
Oh my god.
yet still young enough to do it anyway.
I'm 130.
Old enough to know better, still young enough to not give a fuck.
Still young enough to not give a fuck.
Galark is actually one of the youngest and knows better.
He is the youngest.
Orc.
He is the youngest spoiled child of a family of 7.
Yes, he is.
So. Anyway, we left off the session with Lunarius standing before you, steaming, looking at you all, and walking you into the mountain city.
I was left unsupervised. I
Red,
cannot be held accountable.
You
for my
went
actions.
off unsupervised.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do.
Anyways, I have to go all the way down to the very bottom of the hole, so I'll see you guys later.
Lunarius puts his hand on your head and just holds you in place. He's
Daddy, no.
like, nope. You're staying here for a minute.
Daddy, no.
Your daddy.
You are incredibly lucky that I was in the vicinity. Yes, I was about 3 miles off, but getting here is not that much of an issue. Why was there an elemental drake on this mountain? More importantly, why was there an elemental drake in this plane of existence?
I don't know.
Randolph? Zen? Anyone?
I have no idea. I just got here.
Yep, I'm just here.
I don't know you two. You two are exempt from this conversation.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, in my defense, um,
That should be good.
we got sent on a quest to look for dragon eggs, and we found them.
Please tell me
And
you
then
haven't
we
been
saw that
talking to
one.
the hermit.
No.
Yes.
Fuck up, Spork.
I'm not gonna lie to him, are you?
Yes.
Mm.
Anyways, we had to go off, find the dragon eggs, and there was that one there, and we don't know what happened with it. We didn't touch it because it was glowing.
Aligor,
We left it alone. I did not touch it.
I'm going to say this as calmly as possible. I forgave you for carrying around the 2 eggs you found in the castle. I graciously rewarded you them as loot for your completing your quest as adventurers should.
Thanks.
Yes, and we're very
Now, you are just being reckless.
Told
And-
you so, Aligor.
And could you quickly tell me exactly how many eggs you found up there?
Well, we originally grabbed 2, and we left them up there. We left the rest up there, because that one was glowing and we didn't want to touch it.
Originally. Okay.
And then when we went back up there was a dragon.
I've noticed that.
Yeah.
Randolph, did they grab any more eggs? Randolph just looks, is like, I honestly don't know. I lost sight of some of them when I was plunging into lava at one point. I couldn't tell you. He looks over at everyone and just, you see his normal blue green eyes fade into the blue draconic eyes as he's getting a little angry at the moment, trying to maintain his temper.
Galark has his hands on Rover, just like very protective. Like, don't see the dragon around my neck.
I get back away out of sight slowly.
Honestly,
Distance.
you and Skeletor can just walk away and you'll be fine.
You two are safe. You two are safe.
I still want to get out of blast range, just in case.
So like
Randolph is agreeing and is kind of like stepping out of what he knows is Lunarius' current breath range. He's just like sidestepping out of the way. Okay. Aligor?
Yes.
Sorry,
Yes.
okay. My voice mod decides to randomly restart every few seconds.
Good one.
Yeah, it just does it randomly for no stupid reason. Truth or Dare Sterling. Oh, this is gonna be fun. What would you like to ask Lunarius? Because I know this is where that's coming from.
Truth or dare?
Screw it. Let's go with truth for this time around.
Why are you mad at me? I did nothing wrong.
Oh my god!
The most obvious question you could ask.
Why? Are you
Fine,
dead?
fine. Why are you? I don't know. Someone give me a truth. I don't know. I was hoping you would say dare.
I mean, if you want dare,
Oh no. Now I'm
Jesus,
definitely
no.
getting out of blast range.
it's not like I have possession of what is equivalent to a 40th level sorcerer.
Be fine.
Well, it's your funeral. Literally.
All right, let's go with dare. Go for it.
Dare Lunarius to hop on one foot, rub his belly and his head at the same time. And to touch Randall's butt.
Nope, you can't add that last part.
No, it's added.
No, you can't.
It's my dare. I do what I want. I
Yours,
can't
finish your dare.
I will say,
You can add
I'll
on
say
to
he
after
did,
you finish it.
for 1,000 points on an beyond ancient dragon. I'll say you get the first part.
Exactly.
And Lunarius is oddly compelled to just like he turns around and does this odd ritual where he hops on one foot and rubs his belly and pats his head and he just like turns around and like visibly is disgusted by what he just did and is like
Is that a common
the
ritual for
indignity.
dragons? How interesting. Can you show it to me again?
Galark, I am not angry with you just yet. I would not push my luck.
Sorry.
Aligor, how many eggs did you find? And his fingertips flip into claws. And 3?
3.
How many did the hermit ask for?
2, but I was gonna give him 3, so then that way he owes me 1.
Let's go down to the hermit.
Thanks.
Aligor, truth or dare?
God damn it. There.
You started this.
That's fine.
All right, Jim, what you got?
I'll
You
go
better
with
not
dare.
be having him jump on anybody else. Last time we had that, we almost lost a cat.
Surprisingly, that is almost the same image that I made when just looking at the picture. Except the shield's a different color. That's the only thing I got different. Aligor, you have to jump around like a baboon and smack your butt on your way down there.
That's fine.
All right, Aligor is.
I'm more exhausted than what I thought I was. It's fine.
Can I just stay in the tavern? I really don't want to go all the way back down.
Lunarius has started putting his hands on Aligor's back and is like, "Well, you all can go wherever you wish. I'm taking Aligor down to this hermit."
Oh, I want to hear
my God.
this.
Well, whoever's going, grab onto my arm or some part of me.
I grab onto him.
I grab his butt.
Oh my god.
I grab his head.
Galark is just going to get the horses and cart.
All right, so who all's going? Randolph has decided it is best to stay away from this situation. It is standing far away from Lunarius at the moment.
You know, Galark is already scurrying away towards the cart, so...
Rhiannon shares the sentiment with Randolph. Stay far away.
What about you, Zen?
I'm gonna be going with Galark on this one.
All right. So,
As much as I love gossip, I can hear it secondhanded.
all right. So we're bringing Aligor, Doot, and Sporky.
Yeah.
And just for sanity purposes, Nyx is staying with the cart.
Okay.
You all grab on, and Lunarius, you all feel this sudden force as if you guys are sucked into a pinhole and then immediately ejected out into the hermit's room. The hermit immediately turns around and sees this and, "Oh, who's in my room? Oh, is he? Lord Lunarius, I did not expect your visit. Why are these troublemakers in my room?"
Hi.
Good afternoon and hello. We are the Awesomenators.
The Awesomenators? The Awesomenators?
Sure.
Is that like a band or something? Are you a bunch of traveling bards?
Jesus Christ. I brought the fucking eggs that you wanted.
You have the... He looks at Lunarius and kind of shrink. I asked for no such eggs. There's... What do you say? I did not ask for eggs. And he's kind of like shrinking back into himself. This already short dwarf gnomish combination is just like shrinking even smaller than normal.
Yay.
Hermit, what purpose do you have with red dragon eggs? The hermit's like looking up at Lunarius, terrified of what's going on. I was doing research, my lord. Okay. The last time I was here was 75 years ago, and I recall a black dragon egg being brought to you. Then a short time after, a black dragon attacking nearby villages. So I would rather there not be a red dragon attack, especially if I am familiar with whose nest this was. So I will ask once again, Why do you want red dragon eggs? You just look. Look, the black dragon was an accident. I did not mean for that village to get attacked. I did not realize black dragon eggs had that much pheromone in them and that the mother could still sense it even after death. That was my bad. I have learned that mistake. It is in my notes. Right here. Big bold that is on the board. And you literally see on the board dragon pheromones are deadly. But this time I've learned that red dragon eggs are an essential material for opening portals to the elemental plane of fire, and I wanted to go study a few things that. A single dragon scale is necessary for travel to the elemental plane of fire. And a tuning fork, but that's not here or there. A dragon scale, not an egg, not a dragon, a scale! What have you done? And Lunaris begins to look around the room, and you all kind of follow his gaze. There are 2 cracked dragon eggs, a dead dragon embryo cut open on the table. There's one that seems to be embalmed in this odd fluid, just floating in this jar. There's a dragon wing pinned up on the wall as his membrane's been stretched out. All kinds of scientific experiments going on. And Lunaris just looks back at the hermit and is like, "You're doing it again. You really just want to find out how dragons work." Well, it's much easier to experiment on the young ones than it is the older ones. The older ones are a little crabby. Because people keep trying to kill us. Let us kill ourselves. Trust me, we're much better at it. Okay. You get 1 egg. 1 final egg.
You're doing this.
Aligor, give him the egg. And then put the other 2 in my hand.
I don't know if I feel comfortable with this situation anymore.
You probably shouldn't. Lunaris is pissed.
Quick question, Lunarius. I promised him 2 eggs. One for payment for helping my cat. The other one for finding out what the fuck my brother is up to. Third one was so he would owe me one. Can you make him do the other things too?
Oh, I'm sure helping your cat is free of charge, correct? And you see Lunarius' knuckles crack. And the gnome just looks up and is like, yes. Your cat taken care of, free of charge, no problem, Lord Ironcloak, no problem at all.
Hey. So I get in my bag. I give him the 1 egg. The other 2 go to Lunarius.
As you put them in Lunaris' hands, you see the ice creep up onto the eggs. And as you kind of like put them in his hand and take a step back, Lunaris waits for you to get about probably 3-4 feet away before crushing them both in his claws. Just shaking his hand dry. The amount of hatred I have for red dragons alone is beyond me. This is the last time any of you are to have anything to do with red dragons in my presence. Am I understood?
Aligor kind of like tucks Clifford underneath his beard so I can't see him. He's like, yeah, totally fine.
Aligor, I do know about the little one. That is the exception right now. Don't push your luck.
He was gonna do that. That's what he's whispering to Clifford. I didn't know he was gonna do that. I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, Silver Dragons hates red dragons with a passion.
I don't know though. I might just put
I'm so sorry.
because I haven't worn it.
The gnome is like holding this egg like far away from Lunarius. He's like, yes, sir. I will make sure. I will make sure nothing else happens. I believe I've devised a way to keep the pheromones contained within this room alone, and they should not escape it at all. And if a red dragon should attack, I have my ways of getting people out of the city and further down into the caves. Anyone dies, it's on you, and I will come to collect for each one of their souls. Now, I'm sure the rest of you can find your way back to your hotel room.
I still have business with him.
He
Sure,
looks
I
at
can find my way back.
he looks at you and really doesn't care what your business is. He doesn't care one way or another how this is gonna go. He's just ready to leave.
Bye, Lunarius. Go the fuck away.
Dwarves. And he just teleports out. Back at the surface, you guys see Lunarius come back alone. Randolph, come. We gotta head back to Neverwinter. Your business here with the Thieves Guild is concluded. Randolph looks back at Zen and is like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I think we're good. We're good. Yeah, I got this. Well, then, let's go back to Neverwinter. King Neverwinter wants an audience again. See what's going on down south. Hope to see you all there soon. And Lunarius just begins walking out of the city.
Bye.
Be safe on your journey.
Okay. Now that you guys have been thoroughly yelled at and threatened by what is essentially a god among dragons, what do you guys want to do with the rest of the day?
I'm gonna be bothering the hermit for information.
Alright.
Does he have any books?
Sure. I mean, he's got plenty of books. Most of them are all handwritten. Do you speak Gnomish? Or can you read Gnomish?
No.
Yeah.
Damn.
There's a handful written in Dwarvish, but almost all of them are handwritten in Gnomish.
what this looks missing.
Damn it. I don't speak none of that.
Sorry, man.
Why
What
do
is
that unfriend me and then try to tell me back?
Aligor, first question. What you got?
What the hell is my brother up to?
Your brother needed me to procure a couple documents to
Friend.
essentially invalidate your claim to the throne, proving that the seventh son of the seventh son, blah 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 blah, wasn't the actual heir, and yada yada yada. And he also needed your father out of the way, so he might have procured some low-grade poisons to make sure your father didn't interfere with his quote-unquote plans.
I'm
Ooh.
sorry. What?
It wasn't enough to kill him, it was enough to make him sick. Basically keep him bedridden for a few days while your brother went about his business. Here, and he hands you a small vial. It's essentially just bottled food poisoning.
I can't believe Chloe did that. And what the fuck? Who is Eve? I mean, I know who Eve is,
I'm
but
sorry. What?
I know.
Your older brother is an asshole, to say the least.
Oh, you're coming with me, old man. You're fucking coming with me.
No, I do not get off this floor.
Then you will write down your
Oh.
fucking testimony that that's what happened.
That your brother poisoned your father to make him sick? What's that going to prove? Your father died to an umber hole because he was too weak to fight it.
Poison father to make him sick. Try to invalidate me as an heir. You will fucking write the papers or I will end you now.
The various things.
He sits down at his table and pulls out a quill that is, for his size, it is comically huge. For you guys, it's like it's like a little bit bigger, but for his size, it is massive. And he just begins to quickly write down a testimony of what he sold, how much he sold. And he also adds down at the bottom that he cannot be convicted of crimes. He is doing this by the wishes of Aligor Ironcloak.
Always
And signs it, hands you the quill for you to sign it as well. He's like, I'm not stupid enough to let you throw me under the bus like this, alone.
Jewelry set that I got from Randall.
You two can read, right? What the fuck does that say?
Man.
I want to make sure that that is correct.
I'll read it.
Letters.
Words.
Sporky, do you read Dwarvish or Gnomish?
We speak Gnomish.
Let's see. Oh, none of them.
It looks like it's written in some language you do not understand.
Called it.
Celestial, Common, Druidic, and Infernal.
Damn.
There him is. Finally. What the hell, motherfucker?
Yeah,
Drowning Hutch.
he can speak Common, but he cannot write in Common. He can only write in Dwarvish and Gnomish.
Fine.
Well,
The queen is never late. Everybody else is just early.
really.
By the way, I have drag queens in my house now, so
Yay, drag queens!
I'm sorry for the interruption.
I was like, what is
Won't
that?
be here for long. How?
My wife's friends are showing up.
Are they
And,
drag? I wanna see
They're
them. Pretty.
they're working on it. I'll try and get them on video before they leave.
Alright, so, yeah. So, we're trying to figure out what to do.
Love 'em.
What to do.
Yeah, you guys can't read the
No, I'm
contract.
gonna-
You
I'm
just
gonna
see.
sign it.
So, I brought this with me. I brought this.
And then we're making a trip to my family.
Oh, wonderful.
I brought it with me.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Wait, that's bad, right?
You know what? I'm about to put a thing in the chat. We're gonna see how many more sessions we're gonna stay in this goddamn mountain before we actually leave.
Forever.
No, we're leaving.
We've been in this mountain for 6 sessions already.
You know the way we
Y'all-
make it.
Time to go.
It's organizing the cart right now. He is done. He's ready to
Y'all
go.
can leave. I am staying and figuring out what the fuck is going on in my family. Look what you did, Sterling. Look what you did.
It can be a strawberry refresher.
Alright, so here's the plan. We go to the housewarming. I need to buy a housewarming gift. And we leave.
I'm not your classic white bitch.
Right? Right? That's how we do things. Oh my god!
Yes, it's going to be a housewarming gift. It's gonna be really warm in there.
Hey,
Hmm.
Doot,
Yes.
you do realize how long Aligor's gonna take, right? You could be here for months.
You guys have already been here for 2 weeks.
It's not gonna be months.
Yeah.
It's literally gonna be me going, look what the fuck my brother did,
Hi, baby.
starting a whole bunch of shit, and then possibly setting my family home on fire. It's fine.
Jesus.
Alright, so what are we waiting for?
Let's go.
I give you the information you want. What you want to do with it? Anarchy. Cool.
Anarchy!
Let's go. I want to kill shit.
I really do want to get out of this mountain as soon as possible.
Whatever.
Okay,
But
does
we're
anybody have any objections to just getting this over with and
Come
moving?
on, we just made it.
No, I have no objections. Let's get it over with and go.
Anybody else? Any objections?
Wow, he really doesn't want to be here.
I'm tired of this mountain.
Oh, I'm tired of it.
Like seriously, if I never say the word Ironcloak again for this whole campaign, I'll be happy.
All right.
you.
All right,
One
one more
week
time,
later,
and then you do it the
You're
best.
riding your cart away from burning Dwarven city on your way to Neverwinter.
Okay, so one more time. This time we do it. You do it strong, and then we finally leave.
Oh my
How about that?
god, that's even worse.
Okay.
Take
I mean, you
this
make it the
one
best
thing.
moment ever. Like
I
that was the
was
best thing
out
ever. And then we
That was my second guess.
All right. Aligor
No.
comes rushing back up the mountain. All 60 floors just comes up this damn big ass spiral, comes all the way up, and starts stomping out the door, walking by the cart. You guys watching, you're kind of just following, but like, why is Aligor walking that direction? I think you see him cut toward his family home. And keep walking, you're just like, not entirely sure what Aligor is doing, but he looks like he's on a warpath. He has this piece
Oh
of
wait,
paper.
I don't care.
Yeah, Galark's probably fine. Anybody else who wants to follow him and see him burn his family house down, that's up to y'all. Anyway, moving on. Aligor, you start banging on the door. 2 guards open the door and it's like, Lord Aligor, you could have just sent word and we would have had you escorted in. Come on in.
Don't have to be
I've
fucking
never said
escorted
before,
anywhere.
But I can't.
Safety reasons, your mother's the one that put them in place, you arrogant
you
asshole.
mother.
Yeah, safety reasons, my ass. Call the fucking elders. Get my brothers here now.
Most of your brothers are out on hunting expedition. They left earlier this week. They won't be back till later.
Dude, call the elders.
They're in the chambers deliberating. Like they're in the chambers.
Surgery, so
Cool.
I had no
I
choice
make my
but
way
to
towards the chambers.
let my liver recover. I guess.
And there you literally see 6 elder dwarves just smoking from peace pipes, talking about
But it's not like an
what is going on in the world.
I can't do that.
They are very zooted right now. They're just chill. They see you come in and are like, Aligor, please tell me you have a good reason for disturbing such a peaceful session.
Oh, you mean besides the fact
I
that my
mean, I
brother
agree.
poisoned father
But I will
and tried to make it to where I don't fucking
really don't wanna go
exist?
through that every single weekend, but I mean, I have other things.
Okay, that's a good reason. Siegfried, can you do
Roy.
the restoration that thing? Yeah.
Why?
And you see one of them attempt to cast a spell and snap his fingers, and the others kind of clarify for a moment and are like,
No,
Okay.
It's like, look, it's like sticking out.
okay.
No. Okay.
So what's this about your brother illegitimate,
The other holes.
trying to make you illegitimate and poisoning your father?
Aligor hands them the fucking paper, and he's like, I talked to the fucking hermit down in the dungeons or the whatevers.
No. Actually,
They're reading it and looking it over and are like,
I didn't go out.
one moment. And one of them pulls out the small black stone and whispers a few words into it as your 6 brothers all appear in the chamber, kind of in a hunting position. They're like,
The fuck?
we just had a nest of owlbears cornered, and you call us back now.
Cool. No fucks given. None.
What the fuck do you want, Aligor?
Oh, these must be your brothers.
Why, damn,
These
I
are
think
my
it
brothers.
Huh?
was. Jesus.
No, you shush.
I can't remember the oldest one's name.
I don't either.
Aaron.
Sure.
Aaron.
Aaron,
Yeah,
let's go
sure.
there. Go there.
I don't know my brother's names. Aaron tried to have me fucking murdered. Well, not so much murdered.
Oh, he must really like you.
Yeah.
Aaron's like, looks up and is like, excuse you?
I want earrings.
If I wanted you dead, I would kill you.
Named me illegitimate, had papers drawn by the hermit, and poisoned father to make him so weak that he couldn't object to anything.
I need to have a word with that hermit.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
how the fuck did you find out?
How the fuck did I find out? I'm friends with a very, very
But do you
angry
remember, I know
silver
you-
dragon.
Do you remember when we were kids and we had those little things?
At that
Yeah,
moment,
I
you
remember when
feel.
we were kids.
At that moment, you feel this cool wind hit your neck, and you're like, okay, maybe friends was the wrong word, but
Yeah, I don't know.
Acquaintances.
Exactly what it was. Like, that is the cool. Okay. This is all my mom's shit, okay, that she gave me. So. Jojo, I know you're.
your other brothers look over at him as like, wait, is that why Father was in bed for the last few weeks before he died?
Yeah.
Aaron, what the fuck? Oh, shut up, Alphonse. You would have done it too. No! We've known that Aligor, when Father died, Aligor would take the throne. We knew this. Even if he married a fucking elf. We knew that the throne was rightfully his, and if not, it was his. And they point to the next youngest.
Jojo, calm down.
It was never yours,
Snuff at me.
unless we all died.
Yeah.
What were you gonna do? Kill all of us if Father's plan, if the plan with Father didn't go out through? That's why I was drawing up papers to try and change the laws and make it work. But I needed Aligor out of the way before any of it would work.
My holes are there.
I didn't want to kill Aligor, so I tried to have it done legally,
Well, I mean, it'll
without the elder's consent. So, you know, semi-legally.
Against the whole.
So-
I mean, it's too late now. All the work I had put in just got Father killed by accident when he went into the mines against my wishes. Think I don't feel bad about it?
Oh, she's coming. That's me. Well,
So magically, the letter that I sent that you received wasn't a fucking accident.
I received it. He pulls it out of his coat pocket, opened, read, still untouched. I read it.
he's brought
I started my plans to get you
that'll buy you protein shakes.
taken out to the will, is taking you out to the law, essentially.
Get out of the window. Yeah, no.
But Father caught on and started to defy what I was doing at every turn.
I know that song. It's
So I went through it and
Look, I've been listening to the
oh, I pain in my ass.
Well, do you want to take my bandage? We can unchain him out and blast the music. But I have a lot.
Father wouldn't let me get away with it and started writing new laws protecting you. So I made him sick so he couldn't go to the council meetings and make his case.
And since a T-Bubble is like taking over like most of the towers,
So you
I get
have
signal. In Nola's
one option.
I video
two
studied
options for
it.
me. Step down
In Nola's house.
on the power that I just gave you. Turn it over to one of the other
They took
brothers.
over Sprint. They took over.
Or
Restroom.
I fucking
They
kill
had
you
for like
right now.
The council's looking around. It's like, the second option really doesn't work in the chambers. Let's not kill anyone here. We've kept this chamber blood free for the last 1,000 years. Let's keep it that
I
way.
have one for you. I'm gonna give it to her at the most perfect time. I cannot wait. Speaking of which, why didn't I think about this?
And Aaron just looks around and is like,
What are you doing for Christmas? Or right around, like, right after.
just looks around and says,
I know you're gonna tell me,
Fine.
but
Aligor, you can have your power back.
what about
At this
the days
point,
in between Christmas?
it's not even worth keeping anymore.
Would you have enough vacation time spent up so you could maybe ask off for like 3 days? Well, you know what I'm saying. Like, I mean, like, can you ask off for 3 days and then you can still like count like days off? Only ask for one. You know what I'm saying? Like, put it all together.
Maybe.
Alphonse peeks up and is like, if Aligor doesn't want the power because he can't be here, why not give it to, oh, I had the name for this brother and I don't remember what it is now. Archer? No. What was it?
Possibly Allie and Nicole, but I'm not sure yet.
I don't remember.
Her daughter, the oldest daughter, and Nicole, and Nikki.
Give me 1 second. It's in this book somewhere.
No, Nolan's daughter. Allie.
No, it's not. It's in the wrong book.
Yeah, he actually had a friend house right now. She's at Demi.
Absalom? Maybe? That one?
Her, Demi and her boyfriend.
I had dwarvish names written down somewhere. I don't remember what they are though. They look to the youngest. They look to the youngest brother, whose niece just came running into the chambers after hearing Daddy got home, or whose daughter came in. Your niece now comes into the chambers, and is like, "Why not give it to him? He's here. He's got an heir at least. He can start the line again. We all have children. We were all starting the line." Yeah, but he's the one that's not being a dick about the whole situation. And he's kind of right. Most of us would have done things differently if we thought we had a chance at actually succeeding the throne.
I'm fine with that.
He just shrugs and rolls his eyes. Fine. But Aligor, you owe us for that hunt. We were... Oh, you owe us for that hunt.
One important thing.
Okay.
Aaron, I'm stripping you of your titles, your room, and your little... whatever you did with Mother's room. We all know about it. None of us are happy about it. It was really gross. The fuck? You can go live in Tranchim with the hermit for all I care. Or one of the empty rooms down there. But you are not welcome in this house for probably the next 50 to 60 years. Aaron just scratches his head. Do I at least get to keep my things? How much poison did this cost the family? Or how much money did this cost the family to do all this? Right around 400 gold pieces. We're keeping your stuff until you pay back that 400 gold pieces. Aaron kind of just... He looks defeated, but is also really annoyed at Aligor right now. Says, fine. I guess I can get a job down in the Thieves Guild or something. Find a way to make the money back quickly. And Aligor, do me a favor.
Yes.
For the love of God, for the next 20 to 30 years, don't show your goddamn face around me.
Okay.
And Aaron just leaves the chamber with his bow and quiver on his back and just begins to walk to Tranchim.
Body shimmer. I've not worn this stuff. Loose, highlighting powder body.
The youngest brother, aside from you, looks over and is like, Aaron took that too quietly. We might have to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Well,
but that's a problem for another day. Okay, Aligor, I think it's time you leave this mountain because this is the third time you've disrupted this chambers in the last month.
Okay, love you guys. Bye.
Yeah, love you too, little brother. Just go on an adventure. Don't come back for a few years. We'll see you soon. We've had enough of you in 2 weeks than we've needed in the last 50 years. Just go. as you exit the mountain. You look around, and I'm pretty sure the party has already ditched you and has just kept walking.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna ride on my kitty cat.
It's fine. You'll probably catch up in a few hours. All right, back to the rest of the party. How far do you guys want to go before Aligor finally catches up?
As far as possible.
My thoughts exactly. I'm driving.
All right, give me the survival checks.
Survival.
Oh, natural 20. 23.
Survival
All right.
check.
As you are making your way up the road, you begin to follow the winding path, and it's a similar path you followed to finding the bandits. And you walk past where you killed all the bandits, keep going, and you notice off into the woods, about an hour and a half out, that there is this encampment where nobody seems to be at. 6 tents are pitched with bags and everything's still sitting there. A campfire just dwindled out to nothingness. And 2 owlbears are now sniffing around in the camp, just looking for scraps of meat and whatever. The camp seems to have been abandoned very abruptly.
It's my brother's camp.
Ooh. Do we want to investigate?
Oh, he's not very happy.
There are 2 owlbears sitting in that campsite. Y'all can do what y'all want.
We're not investigating. Galark's gonna keep going. Just like, yeah, no, I want to get the fuck away from here. We don't have time.
Okay, let's go.
I'm not interested in messing with nature today.
Dude, aren't you with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're nowhere near with the
You're
rest
not
of
here
them.
with us then, dude.
Wait, what?
No,
If you're with
we're
Aligor, you're
right
still in
there.
the mountain. We're in the cart and traveling away. Whoops.
I thought Aligor went to
So anyway, I apologize.
I thought Aligor went alone too.
No, Duke came with me.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
okay.
right there. I was standing right there.
He brought a housewarming gift.
Yeah.
Then the
Well,
council was very disturbed by a skeleton just standing there in their chambers.
How? How did they know I'm a skeleton? I'm masked.
From the person not talking in the corner of the room.
To be fair, when you're entering a
fair.
chamber like that, you can't wear masks, helmets, etc.
Oh,
They are
ow.
removed.
Hello,
Plus,
everyone.
The clickety-clackety of bones.
It's a whole ceremony. It's a whole ceremonial thing. Same as when you go talk to like kings and queens. Helmets,
Oh.
masks, all that have to be
I wish
removed.
you would have said that.
I didn't realize you had went with them. I thought Aligor went alone.
Yeah, I went with. Oh man, I would have turned it out.
What?
Well, since I'm not there anymore.
No, I'm busy. Go. Hurry up.
Children.
Right on schedule.
Between children and my wife just being loud as shit while I was
Can't
trying to
wait
do
till
that
she
whole
gets of
thing.
age, 'cause I want you to do the same thing to her. Hey, you want to hang out? Hey, you want to hang out? Come on, let's hang out.
I do that to my kids and they leave me alone. They'll be
You know,
outside
like,
hanging
do
out with
you?
their friends and I'll come out and be like, hey, can I hang out with you guys? No, Mom.
No, Mom, you're weird. God.
Mom, you're embarrassing us.
I'm like, I know. It's payback.
Okay, so this changes up the situation a little bit because Doot cannot keep up with Panther Lily.
He's
Oh,
right.
I'm so tired. I'm getting so weary.
Or the horses, technically. Cool. Cool. Go play. You're lucky it's the weekend.
No, no, no. No, no,
Is that-
So you guys find the campsite that is being picked at by owlbears. You guys say, nope, keep going. I will say it takes about 4 hours before Aligor finally catches up to y'all. We're gonna add another hour to that by the time Doot finally catches up after having to run and try to keep up with a panther
I haven't did that in years.
or a lion. And by that time, the sun is beginning to set, and you guys can see Neverwinter coming up on the horizon. You guys are about 6 hours away from Neverwinter. You guys
Set up
can.
camp.
Right back. It
Okay.
is 8:21, and my kids need to come inside, so I will be right back.
Okay.
The children.
You guys can either set up camp or spend the next 6 hours and possibly get to the gates tonight. Yeah, up to y'all.
I'm
You
gonna
guys.
set up camp.
Alright,
Yeah, I better
let's
set up
okay.
camp.
Thanks.
Oh,
Still
now
not
y'all
bad.
choose to set up camp. Glad y'all learned y'all lesson
Zenneth's
from the
getting
last
very
time.
anxious over here, and the closer we get, the more sweat we can see seeping out of their mask. So I think we're gonna set up camp now.
The accuracy of that statement, though. All right, you guys begin to set up camp with the you guys begin setting up your tents, setting up all that. Who wants to take the first watch?
Wonder who.
Well, the guy
Galark
that
will.
doesn't need sleep.
Yeah, who might that be?
You.
Are you even caught up with us at this point?
Yeah,
Yes.
he just caught up.
I don't think the Skelton is.
Well, it's obvious he's not out of breath.
Oh, okay, so I guess I'm
Yeah,
going to
he
be
won't.
watching alone, sitting down.
Dude,
I'm back.
would you like some company?
Really?
I'll take first watch with Dude as well.
All right. So you guys can either each do a perception check, or you guys can one of you can get advantage.
$19.
All right. 19 total.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a calm night. You can see the lights of Neverwinter begin to slowly flicker out as the city itself begins to sleep, and as the city begins to die down, the palace begins to light up even more. Almost as if the city lights were drawing away from the lights of the palace.
Such a pretty light. So it's kind of quiet here.
Yes. we're
Sorry.
But you're asleep.
I only need 4 hours of sleep. I don't really need much.
Yeah, you literally just need to fall into a trance and be like done.
The one interesting thing is that being dead, as you know, I don't need sleep. It's kind of a weird experience. But sometimes I lose track of time, so that's not good.
Hey, you can experience relaxing, can't you?
Maybe? I don't know. I still have my emotions because I'm always, have a have a smile on my face.
Wah, 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 wah.
What was that?
the joke you made.
I was still in character, that's why I asked what was that.
It was the sound of karma.
Nah, how about we don't play with that one?
As your watch comes to an end, what is the passive perception of Zan?
Passive perception. 14.
14?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's enough. You don't notice it at first, but then you kind of like glance over at the palace, kind of off in a little daydream, thinking about history. And you look up and you notice something leaving one of the northern towers. You notice something just jump out of the northern balcony window and fly off toward the sea.
Something person-sized or something?
From this distance, it was something. The lights around the palace are really the only reason you could see it.
I don't like the sight of that.
What did you say?
I Someone decided to fly off, apparently, from the castle?
That's impossible, Hawkins. Oh, God.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I was out of character.
Coughing, joking.
Like, how do you cough without an esophagus?
Exactly.
Alright, who's taking the next watch, or is Doot just staying up alone for this one?
Galark will.
Have a good night.
Have a good standing around.
Yeah.
Alright. Who wants to make the perception roll with advantage?
This time I'll let the new...
I can.
Alright.
Perception. First one is an 8. That one is a 21.
21?
21.
You're looking over at the castle and it's very pretty. Not your style. It's a lot more. You've noticed the city's a lot more packed than the wide open spaces you're used to. Even Trondheim, everything being underground, felt more open than that city looks. You do notice a caravan on the road as you are looking over this hill at your campsite. You're looking over down the road toward Neverwinter. You do notice this caravan of carts beginning to pack up their camp and start rolling out once more. Other than that, it's a peaceful night. Nothing seems to be bothering the camp. Any camps within your line of sight. Everything seems to be pretty peaceful.
Oh, good.
It's one thing I miss. Sweet rolls. Still love some
Sweet rolls?
Yeah.
What is that?
I just remember them.
What are sweet rolls?
Tasty frost cakes. They were delicious.
I cannot say I've ever had them.
If we ever pass any of them, I'll let you try one.
Thanks.
Dude, what is your passive perception?
15.
15? Not bad. Galark, what is your passive perception?
My passive is 16.
16? Okay, you both kind of see this. As you guys are sitting there talking about sweet rolls, you notice this small red furred, almost raccoon-looking creature scurrying up into the camp. It's barely the size of Clifford and Rover. This little red raccoon-looking creature scurries up to one of y'all's bags and starts sniffing around for rations. It's looking for anything to eat. It's just sniffing around bags and kind of scurrying around, trying to avoid the open light of the campfire. But you guys kind of just notice it out of the corner of your eye and you're like, hey, what's that?
Galark is going to fish out some of the rations and go to the little thing carefully and be like, oh, here you go.
Roll an animal handling check.
Oh, gee.
That is going to be a 15.
If only
15.
it was, you know. Sure.
It comes up to you and like scoots back and is like, but then like sees the food and sniffs closer and takes a step forward, and you see it reach its one paw up. It has what looks like opposable thumbs, but he reaches out, grabs the food, and then like quickly starts nibbling on the ration as it backs into the darkness and once more.
Did I ever catch up with the group?
Yes.
Yeah,
You did.
you're asleep right now with Panther Lily.
Very confused.
Yes, Aligor is asleep and does not see the wild animal right now because Aligor does not need more companions.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't. Of all the things I can promise you, I promise you Aligor does not need another pet.
Yes, he does. He needs all the babies.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
It takes the ration, nibbles on most of it, and then shoves the rest of it in its mouth, and you see its cheeks expand a little bit as it bolts back into the woods.
Aww.
Must have been hungry.
Yeah.
All right.
Clark is going to go and sit back down and continue asking what the fuck sweet rolls are.
You guys continue having your conversation about sweet rolls for probably the next 30 or 40 minutes before Galark starts to get tired again. Who is taking the third and final watch?
I will.
All right, Sporky. Galark, you start to doze off and kind of just like lay over as Sporky kind of wakes up and is like, I'll sit up for a little while. I'm rested now. And Sporky, I said you had what, 6 legs on your necklace now?
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
Said legs.
There's a reason. We'll get to that later.
You know what? It's roleplay time. Why do you have legs?
So I can walk, you fool.
I mean, on your...
Ask the most valid of questions.
I'm like, really? Oh my god.
Why do you have legs?
Staring out into the wilderness.
Yeah,
Trying to
so
figure out what's going on. Oh wait, what do we roll?
One of you can roll perception with advantage.
Persuasion.
Perception. Yes, persuade nature to leave you alone. That's what I should make bards roll whenever they
All right,
have
23.
watch.
Let's do this.
All right. You do start to notice movement in the valley below you. Animals are beginning to wake up. People are beginning to wake up to get their caravans ready to go into the town. Other adventuring parties that are out here hunting or what have you are beginning to stir. You do notice a chill in the air. The whole night it's been fairly humid, warmish, but now the salty sea breeze is beginning to blow over this mountainside, and it hits bitterly cold. Nothing really dangerous. It just got really chilly. Even your bones felt it. It was just like, whew.
Oh yeah, it's cold. I felt it in my bones are even kind of chittering.
So, Sporky, you want to give him any kind of explanation as to your necklace, or?
Yeah, why do you have legs?
There's reasons you could not possibly comprehend.
Okay. Just asking. I mean, I couldn't even give you a quick explanation why I'm this. So.
Drugs.
I was like, I had an answer for that in roleplay, and I was just like, I want to see what your answer is. I was gonna be a smartass, be like, I'm dead, try me.
No. Yeah, there's reasons I ain't gonna push it.
Alright. If you guys are just gonna sit quietly during your watch, then as the rest of the party begins to stir awake.
Good morning!
Yay.
I think everybody kind of wakes up when Panther Lily yawns, because this is no longer little Panther Lily who's still a cub. This is a full-grown lioness. Who, like, the yawn is a full-on roar.
And good morning to you too.
Rover and Clifford kind of wake up and look at Panther Lily and are like, "Meh."
Christ, you're loud.
And Panther Lily just looks down at the two tinier, like, smaller than she remembers, and just, you can see the smirk on her face. She's just like, "No." You guys begin to pack up camp. Pack up the cart. Does anybody want to do anything before you guys get on the road? Or are you just heading straight for Neverwinter? Zen, now is your chance to run.
Now's my chance to run. Go.
See, Zen, I tried to keep us in the mountain as long as possible.
Oh no, the mountain's over. Let's go.
I actually don't think Zen could run because in my mind he's been spending the entire time in the cart drinking.
Alcohol.
It's hard to get an elf drunk, but when they do...
It's party time! So, are we gonna go into Nevercold or what?
Sure.
Yep.
It's cold Neverwinter.
Called Neverwinter, but it seems to always be winter there.
Always cold. I don't know why I just thought of that.
Neverwinter, don't you mean always summer? No.
No.
Alright. So who wants to make the one survival check you guys will need to make this journey?
I am. I'm driving. I don't let anybody else drive.
I don't have a good survival.
Nix is like, let me drive. It'll be fine.
No.
I can drive.
Fuck no.
I can
Okay.
drive.
Actually, when I was looking at y'all's character sheets, you want to know the funnier part about this whole situation? When it comes to driving the carts, the only person that is proficient with driving it is Aligor.
Ha! Bitches!
But I have vehicle land. What are you talking about?
You
I
have land.
animal
You have,
handling +8.
you have land vehicles.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that on your sheet.
Oh, come on.
I have vehicles.
I guess that's why I got us turned around for a day.
Yep.
Every now
Uh-huh.
and then I
Also
And that's
the
one of the
reason-
reasons why Galark doesn't let anybody drive. No.
These are also Galark's pets. Galark is like, these are my horses. Fuck off.
These are my babies.
Alright, fine.
There's this chunk of fuck ass. I found them in the dumpster, and I love them
Fuck ass.
more than life itself.
Not inaccurate, actually. Pretty sure you guys found them on the
Alright,
side of the
who's
road
ready for the
abandoned.
Survival roll.
We did. It was a 16 roll.
16? That's not terrible.
But it's not.
Why is this boss account, are these bot accounts following me? Like, they're actually pissing me off.
Because they love the Silvr Daddy. Duh.
Like, I blocked almost all of these bot accounts. They've made new ones since yesterday. Or this morning, actually.
Oof.
Like, it is actually making me mad. And I'm trying to figure out what the whole drama is with this Hoss account or whatever, because it's really...
They're a hate rate.
Hoss is Hoss.
Yeah, they're hate raiders, and I'm trying to... Like, I'm not even getting hate rated. They're just following, and nothing's happening except I lose followers when they do follow. It makes no sense. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, you need to block and ban them as soon as possible, so.
I literally
Yeah,
blocked
they
them this
ban it.
morning at 11 a.m. I blocked them at 11 a.m. this morning. And there's new ones already.
So anyway,
Anyway,
we get up and always
sorry,
cold.
that was the Twitch streamer getting angry at whatever this is.
Twitch, do better.
Twitch, please do better. Don't make me go back to YouTube. I don't want to.
Troll YouTube.
YouTube is a lot harder to make money on. I'm at least making money over
a
here.
lot of story, but anyway, back to the situation. So we're going in Nevercold?
Yep, going into Nevercold. The one thing you really need the survival check for was to make it down this steeper hill. Your horses do fine. The cart almost pushes them up, but you manage to get them going at a good pace where the cart stays a distance from them and doesn't get caught up with them. You make your way down, and you literally feel your cart hit this one bump and almost come up. The alcohol in the back does spill all over Zen.
Oh my gosh.
What
Then
in the entire nation was that?
Thankfully, Zen is a rogue and can uncanny dodge out of the way to avoid getting completely drenched by alcohol. But is
Appreciate that.
a little wet and smelling like barley.
The rogue!
Damn.
Nyx kind of looks out of the cart, looks up the cart, and is like, Galark, keep your eyes on the road. I think he hit something.
Really? Why don't you go underneath and check?
Nyx kind of just sits back down and just shuts up. He's like, rude. I'll even say Nyx turns into like the vision of Galark and just starts mimicking him, like,
Don't give Windgraves any ideas.
Look, he's a changeling and he hasn't used that ability to do shit like that yet, and it kind of annoys. I'm a little disappointed in it.
I don't care! Don't give the motherfucker any ideas!
Do it. Do it.
He's gonna do it. Sorry.
Like, if you're not using
I
a
haven't
changeling
had
to
to make a
mimic you,
wisdom saving throw at all yet, so
this is true. Alright. After that one downhill descent and you hitting that one bump, spilling the alcohol on Zen, you guys take the next few hours, Zen finally drying off, and I don't think Zen has prestidigitation. But, however, getting the smell and the wet and the liquid off of them, you guys finally make it to the Gates of Neverwinter, where you are met by two paladins, Steve the human and Randolph the drow, which Randolph has got this helmet on covering his eyes. You recognize it by the familiar looking rapier and the black and red arm he is now sporting.
Hello, guards.
Well, about time you made it to Neverwinter. Took you, what, almost a solid month to get here.
I know. Just, there is a lot to do apparently, and
So many things to do. We're very popular.
for yourself, I wanted to get out of there as soon as possible.
Indeed.
I missed
And
my
you only
girlfriend.
got a ramp that lets you go down like 70 floors, and they don't even have an elevator.
Oh, you guys got stuck in Tronchim. Yeah, that will, We've asked if they wanted us to install, like, teleportation circles or waystones or even just a simple elevator, and they're like, well, the Ironcloaks don't have the money to pay for it, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, honestly, we would do it for free just to gain access to the guilds a lot easier.
Cool. Tell them that I said you could do that.
Steve looks at you and is like, who's the dwarf again? That's Aligor Ironcloak, technically the current leader of the Ironcloaks, I believe. Ironcloak was his last name? Huh,
Don't read too much into it.
weird. Steve really doesn't give a shit.
It's Steve?
Yeah, it's human Steve.
Human Steve? Why don't
Yeah.
you go fuck off back to college with your blue dog?
Steve looks at you and is like, blue dog. Oh wait, have you met Cerberus? And he snaps his fingers and this blink dog appears. And it's this beautiful black blink dog, no eyes. He's got like these beautiful red fangs. And he's just sitting there like a good boy.
I love the fact that nobody batted an eye at my Blue's Clues joke. So anyway,
I was trying really hard not to laugh. I was trying to stay in character.
yeah, sure you were. Thanks, Sterling. I don't want your pity laugh. Fuck off.
Well, if you would tell good jokes. Steve looks at you and goes, well, I suppose you're here to meet King Neverwinter. And you notice Zen is in the back trying to stay as low as possible. Randolph says, you take the remainder of the group up to see King Neverwinter. I'm going to take the Knave, and we have some errands to run at the Thieves Guild. Steve looks at Randolph, kind of looks him up and down, and is like, leans over and whispers a few things into his ear. And Randolph just nods and says, it's fine. They don't need to be there.
Hold on.
I do. I'm supposed to get my treasure today.
Wait, so
I'm pretty
why do you
sure this
need
whole
me
I'm
for
pretty sure.
treasure? I don't think you need me to help you get it.
No, you don't. You're going with Randolph. Randolph's
Yeah,
kidnapping
no.
you.
I didn't get my treasure from the
Yeah.
last town or whatever we were in, I chose to pick it out of the Vault of Neverwinter.
Yeah, you guys made this trip all the way to Neverwinter because Aligor was greedy.
Yep.
This entire adventure has been Aligor's fault.
No, it's not. We were supposed to do other shit here too. Fuck off.
Other optional shit. Like, there's a metric fuck ton of side quests up this way, but nothing important.
Eat my dick.
You're nasty.
Excuse you?
Excuse you.
So Steve points the cart toward the stables and says you guys can leave it here. And he pays the fee for the day. He's not expecting you guys to stay for probably more than the day. As Zen gets out and Randolph takes them by the arm, like, come on, we gotta head to the Thieves Guild and handle a few things. Rest of you, please don't cause any trouble in the city, because Lunaris cannot save you here, and if he finds out, unfortunately I'm afraid I'm going to lose my other arm. And I'm currently attached to it, so I would rather not.
Okay.
Steve and Randolph just makes eye contact with Steve. He's like, please don't let them blow up the city. Steve's like, I think I can manage.
Can you, Steve? Can you?
You have no faith in us.
Rude.
After you guys unleashed a flame drake and it started coming down the mountain, yes, my faith quickly became shattered.
Oh, that's right. That one's dead now.
That one's dead because a very powerful ancient dragon was called to help.
Oh, yeah, but still it's dead.
Anyway, you guys begin to make your way to the Thieves Guild, and Randolph pulls in into this old abandoned building that clearly looks like it should definitely be an entrance to the Thieves Guild. Inside is a single woman in a long green dress, sitting at a table, sipping from what looks like a coffee cup. Just drinking tea. As the door opens, she looks to the door and is like, "Thank you, Randolph. You can wait outside. I just need to speak to Nave for a moment."
Hello, ma'am. How can I help you?
Well, you can start by taking the mask off. I know who you are, Zenneth.
Your mom.
Really? Really?
She narked you
Cool
out.
enough to yet.
You're in trouble.
No, she would have been in trouble if she made it to the palace.
Mm-hmm.
Super grounded. You are so grounded.
The lady.
I slowly reach up and pull the mask away from my face and just up on top of my head for the moment.
She stands up and drops her green hood to reveal her elven ears and features, and it's your mother.
It's you, mama.
She looks at you and smiles, like, "Well, you're a lot older than I remember."
I feel like I've lived a lot longer.
Yeah, your brother seems to have that effect on us. I seem to have aged a few centuries in your time gone.
And yet you don't look a day older.
And what have I told you about flattery, young man?
I should always use it on my mother. Because I love her?
I don't quite remember that being the lesson. And she holds out her arms. Now come here and give me a hug. I've missed you.
Zen actually has to bow down a little to give her a hug.
Yeah, just about. And she waits for you to take your time and get comfortable and give her the hug. It's a long, endearing hug. She doesn't
he
let go.
starts out very tense and then slowly melts into it.
Yeah, it's a long hug. She doesn't want to let go for a moment.
He really doesn't want to either.
She finally eases up and you guys separate for a moment. So, I asked your brother this question some number of years ago. I honestly don't remember how long ago. What happened on your hunting trip?
Mother, you know I would never wish harm upon my brothers.
I know you wouldn't. Unfortunately, I feel they wish harm upon you. So I need to know what happened.
What I remember, we took a different path than normal. One that was a little longer and further away towards the river. And I remember getting shot in the back. Falling into the water.
Do you remember who shot you?
I can only assume it was one of them.
That's what I was afraid of. They said it was a random hunter and a ranger who misfired aiming for a wild animal. But I couldn't verify how many arrows they hit, and I'm sorry, a random archer hitting an elf? Highly unlikely. Even one as young as you.
You know how flamboyantly I dress, Mother.
This is true. But still, you're quite nimble. I don't believe you would have easily been felled by an untrained hunter. Or even one who is seasoned, but for you to be caught off guard like that, I didn't believe them for the longest time. I went to the path that had looked for you. I asked the Thieves Guild to look out for you. Apparently they looked out for you pretty well. You are the legendary knave.
The guild didn't give me that though, Mother. I earned that myself.
They kept you alive. They taught you a few things, and I appreciate that. You know you have to leave before your brother finds out you're here, right?
Hopefully we'll only be here a short amount of time, but knowing our luck, we might be here a while.
Then stay hidden, keep your mask down. And she reaches up and touches your hair and is like, I don't think they'll recognize the color.
Yeah, I don't think they remember me having white hair.
Well, now you look more like your brothers than you should have. Unfortunately, I believe they take their aging from their father. They don't age as gracefully as you and I.
No, they don't. But it makes time more special.
Yes, it does. Around that time, Randolph comes back in. Ma'am, your guards have returned. I believe I need to be back off to the palace. Stay here for probably the next hour or so until I make it back to the palace, then leave. Don't want to raise any suspicion. She leans up and kisses you on the forehead. I love you, Zen.
I love you, Mom.
She pats you on the head and puts her hood back up and walks out. Randolph closes the door and just stands with his back against the door, looks at you and is like, looks at you, has this look of acknowledgement, and just kind of keeps his ear to the door, listening out for what's happening on the streets.
If you say anything about me being a mother's boy, I will try to stab you.
Puts his hands in the air and is like, I ain't saying a word. At least you have a mom.
I know, surprising backstory for a rogue.
I just meant high elves in general. Don't you know drows really don't have mothers? We are given to the priests. Or, well, we're given to the high priestess. They are considered our mother, or Lolth is. Ugh. Horrible way to grow up, honestly.
There are certainly much better ways to grow up, yes. Loath, you say, huh?
I'd rather not. It was a long time ago, and thank the heavens Bahamut got me out of the Underdark. Of course, the sun up here sucks. I don't understand how you guys keep... How do you keep your eyes open? It's so bright.
Maybe don't look directly at the light.
That could be helpful. He listens to the street. He hears your mother's cart begin to leave. Well, she said wait here about an hour. He pulls out a deck of cards from his back pocket, sets them on the table. Want to play a few games while we wait? It is literally just a regular deck of cards. It's not a deck of many things.
It's just a regular deck of cards? Okay.
I forget you guys are paranoid now.
Let's play some blackjack and just start dealing.
Who is this Jack, and why does he have to be black?
I need to look up the lore for actual blackjack and then spin it for D&D just to give you an answer for that.
Right?
I will get back to you on that one because that sounds like a fun D&D story to add into something.
Yeah.
You guys spend the next hour playing cards. You guys want to play for money or just killing time? You guys are both rogues technically, so your choice.
Just killing time. I don't really feel like spending money right now.
Right, okay. While that's going on, the rest of you make your way to Neverwinter Castle. Getting through the city, it is incredibly packed. Thankfully, you have Steve guiding you through. Otherwise, Neverwinter quickly becomes a labyrinth. Yes, there are main streets that lead directly to the palace. but because of shops and people moving in and out and the busyness of the city, people are quickly turning out of their ways just to get out of the way of carts and merchants and just pedestrians, sometimes guards chasing thieves. It gets very hectic and can become a labyrinth very quickly. You guys make it to the entrance, and there, standing on these steps, are the former King Neverwinter, King Julius Neverwinter III, and his son, King Julius Neverwinter IV, a half-elf who looks, if it was in human years, would look to be in his early 60s, 70s. Early 60s, late 50s maybe? Yeah. He's got graying hair, his hair is tied back into a long ponytail braid. He's got very nice, elegant furs on, and he's definitely looking down on every one of you. Welcome, adventurers. My father here tells me that you didn't take one of you didn't take a gift while he was visiting you in Saltmarsh. So you came to the vaults to select your reward. Is that correct?
Yes.
And which one of you would have been the soul that needed to see into the vault?
It's me. It's me.
And he's kind of looking around and notices the very small dwarf, and he's like, "Ah, Master Dwarf, please come forward and we shall venture into the vault, and I will let you pick from our treasury, as my father has deemed that being the reward."
Yay.
And you see his eyes kind of glancing over the party. "Father, I thought you said there was a high elf among them."
Oh, he left us a while back. He's gone.
He had to leave on personal business,
And
I think.
King Julius says, "Oh, well, that's a shame. I was looking forward to meeting him again. He didn't say much." Oh, well.
He's busy.
The guards let Aligor up the stairs while they keep the rest of you kind of down at the bottom of the steps for security reasons. Master Dwarf, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to need you to remove your blindfold just in case you have any magical doodads behind that cloth.
Okay.
When I say the Neverwinter family is a bunch of idiots who are good with swords, they're a bunch of idiots who are good with swords.
Just kind of pulls down his fucking blindfold.
As you do, you feel the presence of what appears to be a tiefling, from the sound of the hooves clamping on the floor and your blind sense feeling what the body looks like. This older tiefling walking up and examining you and kind of running his hand over your eyes. "No magic, sir. Just a blind dwarf. Odd that he uses a bow. Not entirely sure how he aims it."
Magic.
Indeed. Alright, Master Dwarf, you may return your blindfold and follow us this way. Do you need someone to describe the items to you in the vault, or are you just going to use your, as you say, magic to see what you want?
Panther Lily still with me?
Panther Lily they have not let come up.
Rude.
don't
Someone
know-
will have to describe them to me.
Alright, easy enough done. The tiefling standing behind you follows behind. You hear this absolutely massive door, similar to the one of the vaults within the Dwarven cities that your family keeps their treasury in. You hear it open. We have the vault separated into 3 rooms. We have the treasure room, the weapons, and then the armory. The treasury, I don't believe you'll be interested in. It's mainly just gold and magical trinkets. Would you like to go into the armory or the weaponry?
Go into the weaponry.
Okay. Tobias, will you lead them that way? Make sure they don't touch anything before they make the selection. I don't want any of the sentient items to get ideas.
Ooh, sentient items.
I have a list of what's actually in that vault. Like, not including my homebrew stuff. There's some scary shit in the Vault of Neverwinter.
What's the scary shit sound like? What's it look like? What is it?
I'm just saying, there's a deck of many things in there. There is many, many, many items. Some are scary, some are fun. I'll let you decide on which. Okay, so you were looking for weapons. Tobias leads you in and kind of sits you in the middle of the room and starts pulling weapons off racks and is like, so over here we have our typical +1 weapons. These are just weapons that heroes have collected, given as tribute, things of not much importance. We have the weapons of greater enchantments, weapons +2. Then we have the legendary weapons. These are weapons used by heroes. These are items that have slayed dragons. These are great weapons. You get +3 items, plus the Holy Avenger, the Dragon Slayer, Great Sword, Great Axe, etc., stuff like that. And then over here we have a handful of artifacts that have been lost to history and of our great value. Unfortunately, our former king was not very clear on the specifications of what could be given out of here, so these are also up for grabs.
I want the most strongest thing in here.
Axe, a bow, a sword. What kind of weapon are you looking for?
Let's go with an axe.
All right. Let me pull up D&D Beyond because I'm pretty sure I know what this thing is called. I just gotta verify. And you said the most powerful, so that's what he's grabbing.
I want something really cool and really strong. Dun dun dun.
But
Dun dun dun.
Okay, that was a Warhammer, so that's my fault. Okay, the only axe that is classified as...
But the same, I was like, uh-oh, did everything go down?
No, I just...
We can also use a warhammer. I'm just saying.
Do you want the Warhammer or do you want the axe?
That depends. Which one's more dangerous?
The Warhammer.
Then yes, the warhammer.
Alright. So, the Warhammer is called Gravel Thresh.
Okay. Is it in the items?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up right now. I can tell you what it does.
Okay.
Okay. There we go. You have it in its dormant state. Because it hasn't been used in a while.
Been a while, okay?
Okay. This weapon was crafted by the ancient Dwarven smiths.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. However, when it was crafted using the body parts of a Ultraloth, a ancient primordial titan-like beast. So part of the soul got trapped in this hammer. While you wield this hammer, you can speak, read, and write Abyssal and Infernal. You have a +1 to attack and damage rolls. It is a magical weapon. When you hit with an attack using this hammer, you deal an extra 2d6 bludgeoning damage to the target. If you do, you take 1d6 psychic damage. This hammer deals double damage to objects and structures. While holding this weapon, you have advantage on Wisdom Insight checks made to discern a lie spoken in a language you understand. Now for the fun part of artifacts.
So
This is where-
like, where do I find it?
I just put it in your inventory sheet. Just refresh your thing real quick.
I was like, where do I find it?
Yeah. The way it's pronounced and the way it's spelled are two stupidly different ways, and it's annoying.
Cool.
So I also need you to put in your notes.
Okay.
Hold on one second, because for some reason I can't get to the artifacts part that I need to get to. Because I swear to God, I bought, you know what, I have an actual DMG in front of me. Why am I looking this up? Does it tell me what page it is? Chapter 7. Okay. So you get a minor beneficial property. Roll a D100 for me, please.
B100. Do, 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 do. I don't have it on my rolly thing.
You want me to roll it?
Yes, please.
I just rolled 100. Jesus fuck, that never happens.
Yay!
While attuned to this artifact, you gain a +1 to your armor class. And now for your minor detrimental property. That one is a 77. Why are these rolling like this?
Because it loves me.
Okay.
Give me like 1 second because it's not allowing me to edit right now. And I need to find paper. Okay, so I got, what was the one?
The one was while you're attuned, you have a +1 to your armor class. which makes your armor class now a 17. And your detrimental property is while you are attuned to this artifact, other creatures cannot take a short or long rest while within 300 feet of you.
I'm not gonna remember that.
Write it down.
I'm trying. While attuned, I get
+1 to AC.
+1 to AC. And then what was the other one?
The other one is while you're attuned, other creatures cannot take a short or long rest within 300 feet of you. That's on the minor detrimental list. Seems really detrimental.
Long or short rest.
Yeah. So you have to set up camp 300 feet away from your party to sleep, including Panther Lily and Clifford, otherwise they begin to get exhausted as well.
Oh.
This weapon says you have to be alone.
That's fine. Not like the party likes me anyways.
You need to go turn on YouTube, take your medicine, and go to sleep. Yes.
Now you take that back, young man.
Ben likes me, and that's it.
I rolled for it. I'm sorry. That was on the table.
I want to re-roll.
If I re-roll, I'm re-rolling both.
You look like
No.
look evil.
I mean, you can if you want to, you can use a luck die to I'll re-roll it if you want to use a luck die from the inspiration pool.
I'll use a luck die.
I will make you guys use up these resources. Okay, 33. So your detrimental. Okay, while you're attuned to this artifact, all holy water within 10 feet of you is destroyed.
I think that's fine. I don't think we have any clerics with us, right?
Just Galark.
Yeah,
Thank
the
you.
paladin.
The paladin.
Daddy,
Wait, what is the other thing?
Daddy.
All holy water is destroyed within 10 feet of Galark. Or of,
hell.
of Aligor. Of Aligor, sorry.
Well, hopefully Galark stays the fuck away from Aligor as much as possible.
Hold on 1 second. What?
Chica is a murdering chief.
Probably.
She is.
Okay.
She told me twice.
Well, it was either get rid of the holy water and or nobody gets to take a long rest around me. Or a short rest. So
Well, nobody wants to be around you anyway, so.
Yeah,
that
but,
does.
yeah, but 300 feet is like a long, long distance to cover.
I
This
don't know,
is-
that doesn't seem
I can
that
take
far
it back,
away.
and then when you guys get attacked in the middle of the night, it's not my problem.
Okay, go to bed.
Alright, well, actually, none of my spells require holy water,
Michelle.
so you're good on my part.
Yeah, that's all that requires holy water. I have holy water.
Don't get within 10 feet of Aligor, or otherwise it's gone.
Galark doesn't want to.
Actually, y'all don't even know that Gravel Thresh has these abilities until these actually happen, so...
Galark's pouch suddenly just bursts with the holy water.
Oh, hey, I just realized y'all have to go back to the mountain in 2 days anyway. Because I just remembered the Galark or that Aligor hasn't picked up their armor of acid resistance yet. Damn it. Y'all have to go back to that mountain.
If you want, we can pretend that I got it already.
Sure, let's
Please.
do that.
Okay,
Thank you.
there we go.
Let's do that, because I'm not... Like, as far as it sounds going back to the mountain, I don't want to. Alright, so that is the reward. He hands it off to you, and you feel the tiefling kind of rub his hand, like, shake his hands off. He's like, "Eh. This is yours. Enjoy that." Not entirely sure what it does. A hero gave it to us a while ago and said it talked to him in some weird way, and not a fan of understanding what it fully is, so I haven't bothered to identify it. Well, beyond what he told us it could do.
Okay. Note is saved. It looks like garbage. I don't give a fuck, but okay.
Alright. You make your way out of the vault. The vault is quickly closed behind you, and you are led back down the stairs to the rest of your party, who is patiently waiting for your return. And they see you carrying this they see you carry this beautifully ornate hammer adorned with all kinds of skulls all over it. And as you're holding it, something kind of whispers in your ear. Well, hello. Are you the new wielder of my might and destruction?
Sure.
Well, let's hope this partnership works out better than the last. He was a poor fellow.
Hey. Oh, this fucking... It's gonna get so annoyed.
Oh yeah, it's a sentient weapon. You picked it. You picked the most powerful... Quote, most powerful thing in here.
It's gonna get super agitated with Aligor real quick.
I don't know, you kind of line up with this thing's desires. Yeah. Yeah, you line up with its desires. Its personality...
What, agitating the fuck out of everyone?
Its personality is it values material possessions and doling out pain.
Oh, okay.
You have threatened to kill so many people, and you kind of line up with its desire.
It's like, yes. Yes, I like this. Kinky. I'm just kind of moving everything into my bag of holding right now. Everything that I don't really need.
Oh, Aligor, by the way.
Yeah.
Somebody is standing off to the edge of the palace looking at you.
Oh, is it Stephanie?
Yeah. Her heartbeat seems pretty calm. She's just hiding off in the shadows, watching.
My woman!
She's not ready to kill you yet, so
I
you're
haven't
safe.
done anything. I have purposely been avoiding other women. I'm just saying.
You're like, I don't know where this crazy bitch is gonna pop up.
100%.
So, now that you guys have officially completed whatever you came here for Neverwinter for, what do you guys want to do next? Because once Aligor came back, the king and former king both went back into the palace and kind of ignored y'all on their front steps. They left you with the guards.
I'm good with whatever.
Well, now that that's over, who wants drinks?
Drinks.
Like, specifically, I'm opening the floor to anybody who hasn't had a moment in this session.
I think I'm.
Well, do we have an adventure to go on?
Yeah.
Okay, we can check the bounty boards.
Oh, I love the bounty boards. I can run to the bounty board.
Steve's like, I can show y'all to a bounty board, but don't you guys have cultists to hunt down and to help us stop Tiamat and shit like that?
I can wait.
Yes. No,
Where were we
cannot.
supposed to go with that?
Well, I mean, further south, we've gotten reports of more cultist activity and dragons being summoned from the dead.
Oh,
Lunaris
yes.
is not happy about that, so...
Okay, well, let's go then.
Yes. Yes.
Or are we staying here for the night before heading out?
Yeah,
Well,
let's
that
sleep here tonight.
That depends. It's about midday. I have
Oh,
the power to teleport you if you want to get further south quickly.
yes.
I can't get your cart, unfortunately. That would have to stay here.
Take all
How
the
far is it
important
I would be teleporting you down to Baldur's Gate. Would be the nearest
go.
teleportation circle I can get you to.
things. Oh, let's go.
Which Baldur's Gate on foot is about a week and a half away.
And how far away are the cultists or the reports? Is it
According
in
to
Baldur's
the-
Gate or?
According to the reports, just outside of Baldur's Gate, in one of the abandoned mine shafts.
Would somebody be able to transport us back here so that way we can pick up the cart after we're done?
Do any of you have arcane skills? And
I do.
I do.
Yeah, Zen does. Technically,
I'm
Sporky,
proficient in Arcana.
technically your skills, your magic is nature based. It's not actually arcane based.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Arcana. Sorry.
I'm proficient in Arcana.
So am I.
Well, you guys could technically read the scroll. It would just be a DC check for y'all.
All right, I'll roll.
Okay.
Alright. Steve pulls out a scroll with a teleportation circle spell on it. Once you guys are ready, just focus on the... Well, I'm going to take you to the teleportation circle I'm going to use. And just focus on that, and this will bring you back. If you guys fail the check, it will bring you back to a random location in a 3-dimensional space. So hopefully you guys don't get trapped inside of a rock when you come back.
Do we need to make a check now or?
No, it's just once you use it.
Okay.
Okay.
So somebody can add a 5th level scroll of spells story. I think is what it's called. Spell scroll.
I'll
maybe?
do that if Zen doesn't want to.
Can you go ahead and write it down? I'm getting to my notes, but
Doot.
Yeah. Let me,
5th level teleportation, you said?
yeah.
spell storing.
Spell scroll. Yeah.
Spell
Spell
yeah.
scroll, 5th level. The save DC is a 17. Yeah.
Can I help you spawn?
By the
You're
way,
not listening
Mother,
to anything.
I require your attention.
Me?
Steve looks
And what
over.
was the DC?
It's a. Hold on, I can add it to your character sheet real quick.
Well, I just added the 5th level scroll. I just need another DC. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's a 17. So if you fail, the spell can, depending on how much you fail by, the spell either fails or the spell just doesn't work in the correct way you want it to.
Okay.
If you are an Arcana caster, like a bard, a wizard, a sorcerer, or a warlock, the spell won't fail, but it'll just not function the correct way. Like you said, you could potentially get teleported into a rock.
Me fat boy.
I'm fine.
Hello.
Then let's get to it.
Alright. You guys begin to walk that way, and Steve and Randolph both look into the shadows where Stephanie was waiting. And she just waves to them and walks back into the shadows further away from the palace. They both
Just
kind
to
of
fill
look,
our-
they both look at each other and is like, Aligor, is your girlfriend going to cause us any trouble over here?
I hope so. I I mean, no, definitely not.
Whatever could you mean?
Weird.
You guys are led to this tall mage tower where you see the you guys are led to this tall mage tower where Tiberius is sitting there, the I can't English right now. The tiefling that helped you pick out your weapon is flipping through a book and looking at you. Or he looks up at your group and is like, "Can I help you?" Steve walks in and is like, "I need to borrow your teleportation circle to send this group down to Baldur's Gate." Have you warned Baldur's Gate that you're sending random people to the teleportation circle down there? I'm about to, obviously, because I totally didn't forget that I needed to do that. And you see him pull out a sending stone and whisper a few words into it.
Will we need a sentence?
These are given to the Paladin so he can communicate between cities quickly. Randolph, do we have any extras of these? Randolph kind of like checks his pockets, like, I just got mine and you've got yours. Tiberius rolls his eyes and it's just like, fucking children. Which one of you has arcane abilities? This requires attunement to an arcane caster. Nyx kind of raises his hand and is like, I believe I do.
You don't want to give him a stone. It might light it on fire.
No, to be fair, he's not handing you a stone, he's handing something that can actually be lit on fire.
Exactly.
He looks over at Zen, who's kind of keeping to themselves. You, elf, you look like you have some kind of magical abilities. Think you can manage with this?
I have some, but I'm not the great. I only just started.
He kind of sizes you up and is like, you should be fine. We essentially call this a talking stick. It's an old arcane device. 3 times a day you can use the sending spell. Old magic, but pretty simple magic at the same time.
And you're just giving this to us?
Oh no, I need it back once you return. But I'd rather you.
I kinda like it.
I'd rather you have it so I know you're coming into my mage tower welcomed and not into a fireball when I see the magic sigil light up. I've killed a handful of people that way and I'm not a fan of it.
I speak softly, but I carry a big stick.
About that point, you hear some rumbling, some rattling around upstairs, and Tiberius looks up and is like, "Damned girl." And he starts to walk away, handing Zen the stone, and begins climbing the stairs.
What was that? I'm gonna turn to the Paladin and was like, what was that about?
You know what? It doesn't matter. It's his new apprentice. He's not a fan.
Oh. Okay.
Steve actually looks at Rhiannon and is like, quick question. Which order of Paladin, which order are you from again? He was now like recognizing your shield and everything.
Sorry, it's dissociating for a bit. I'm from the Order of the Aster under Lavender, specifically in the Mount Waterdeep chapter.
He thinks about it for a minute. He's like, we've been spending entirely too much time with the Bahamut orders because I have no idea where that is. And Randolph like pats him on the back. He's like, "You're still young. You'll learn eventually."
Did we ever learn your name, by the way?
And Randolph begins explaining who Lavander is to Steve as they're kind of now ignoring you for the moment.
You can go sleep in the living room. Okay. Okay.
Besides, do you guys need to ask for anything else before Steve teleports you out?
Nope.
Or you
No, we're
guys-
good.
We go bye-bye.
Did we get all we needed from the cart before we go?
Yeah, I think so.
Everybody grabbed their stuff.
Yeah, you guys didn't have much in the cart anymore because you put all your extra stuff. I'm assuming you guys put like the poisons and the food for the dragons into Yell's bag of holding
And the tent.
in the tent. So you guys should have all your stuff in, except for maybe the kegs of alcohol. That was the only thing that should have really been left in the tent or in the cart.
Y'all don't need alcohol.
Nyx is a little sad, but he'll get over himself.
Aw. Oh, wait, I don't care.
You know, your dragon, it's not like your dragon needs it. It's fine.
I have the poison stuff with me that Rover loves just fine.
Alright, after they have that conversation about Lavander, Steve looks over and is like, "Okay, are you guys ready? If you will all stand in the circle." Around that time, you see Tiberius pulling a tiefling girl down the stairs, and y'all quickly recognize the yellow skin and horns. It's like, I have half a mind to send you directly back to Eberron.
Stiff, you're here.
And Justice is just like, "Ow, ow, you could stop pulling on my hair. It's my hair. Why are you pulling on my hair? I have a shirt you can pull on. Why the hair?" And she looks down at the group and is like, "Oh god, why are they here?"
Can you let go of her hair? She's telling you to stop.
He lets go of her hair as she gets to the bottom of the stairs. It's like, between you and that idiotic cat bodyguard of yours, I swear. Can't get anything done anymore. Why do you...
still about? That's good to know.
Gira is, and you actually notice there's an orange cat, an orange actual feline, just sitting next to the teleportation portal, licking its paws and just looking up at you guys. Yes, Gira is currently being punished for insubordination, as it were.
What did they do? What did she do?
He looks to Justice and is like, "Would you like to explain what your bodyguard did?" "I told her not to drink your potion. I'm sorry."
Oh dear.
That potion contained about 2,000 gold pieces worth of rare magical ingredients. I'm actually surprised she's alive. I don't entirely know what that potion did because, unfortunately, Kira is too stupid to tell me what it did. And was also quickly polymorphed into a cat because of... I'm not entirely sure if it was because of the wards I put on her or because what the potion did turned her into a cat. I'm not entirely sure. But regardless, I don't know what that potion did, and it's all gone because your cat decided to chug it. So,
Kitty!
are you all leaving now? Is Is this why you're all standing in my circle?
Yes.
Yes.
Steve, hurry up with the spell. I'm sending this one on errands in a moment. I need my circle cleared up, so chop chop.
Wow, you
Well-
fat dick.
Well, Justice, it was good to see you. You look very well. I hope your studies go well. Goodbye.
Justice has this look of like, save me, but I don't want to go with you guys. Just get me out of this thing.
Bye.
Steve finishes the incantation and puts his hand down on the teleportation circle as you are all instantly, once again, you feel yourselves being sucked into this pinhole and immediately expelled out into a new space. Almost instantaneous, you are transported through the ether and you will land in this dark room lit by 3 or 4 candles along the walls and an old hermit looking man sitting in front of the circle like, ah, there you are. I was wondering how long it would take him to send you. Well, come on. I was told you guys have official business here. Let me lead you out so the gods don't think you're trespassing. Trust me, you don't want to be on that bad side on this day.
What is going on today, then?
Oh, the current lord of the house is being especially arrogant today and he's just being rude to everybody and the gods are on edge because of it.
Of course, we understand. We'll be on our way then.
I believe Steven said you needed, and he reaches over and pulls out a couple tomes and a couple scrolls. This is the information that we have gathered on the cult activity. This is yours. If you need any other information, the garrison down the road will have the information you require. Oh, and it is raining, so if you have rain gear, covering for your armor, what have you, I suggest you don that before stepping outside. As he opens the door, and it is a torrential downpour in Baldur's Gate today.
Thunder and lightning.
Thunder and lightning.
Very, very
Very
frightening.
frightening. Me.
Galileo. Galileo.
Question. Could I
No.
use... Shut the fuck up. Could I use Create or Destroy Water to make a sort of umbrella over Galark?
As fun as that sounds, and I love the creativity there, the spell is instant. It doesn't last for any set amount of time.
It.
Trust me, I've thought of it.
I mean, Shapewater might.
Shapewater is a much better option for that.
I don't have
'Cause
shape water.
Because it's a cantrip, you just keep continuously manipulating it. And trust me, when I'm playing Water Genasi's, I'm still mad that that is not a thing we can just do. It's just like, no, don't touch me. You guys step out into the rain with whatever coverings you would have, cloaks, what have you. You step out into the rain and you're kind of looking disoriented, not entirely sure where you are at all. Backstory wise, I don't think any of you have actually been to Baldur's Gate yet. Except for Zen. Zen may have been there. And Galark may have been there at one point. But not for very long.
I believe Galark was there when they first met Ursel.
Yeah. The little hermit man points down the road to the right. He's like, that'll be the path you want to take. Follow it for about 2 miles. and you'll come to an old abandoned mine shaft. There's a bunch of mine cots there, railroad tracks. You'll stumble upon it if you can't see it. Down in the caves, not entirely sure how far. A couple hundred feet, couple miles could be. But there was definite cult activity, and not 3 days ago, we swear lightning came out of the mouth of the cave at some point. So, good luck. Return here, and I will send you promptly back to Neverwinter. And as you all exit the door, he kind of shuts the door behind you and leaves you to stand in the rain.
Do we have to go back to Neverwinter?
We will probably have to because we left the cot there.
Lame.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. And Galark's going to head down the road, start heading down the road.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Galark.
Wait, how close is Aligor getting to Galark?
At this exact moment, Galark is... I mean, he had to get within 10 feet of you to step on the circle. So, if you guys had holy water, it is now destroyed.
No more holy water. Denied.
It's used for blessing, so screw you.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, so you got, Galark, you reach back for your holy water container to put a little bit in your hands to cast bless, and you're just like, this shouldn't be empty yet.
Before we head out, I need to make a pit stop at a general store to pick up more holy water.
You're a cleric. Bless it.
That's the funniest part about that, is you need holy water to cast bless, to bless more holy water.
More blessing.
Yep.
Channel divinity.
Wrong type of cleric.
Yeah.
Okay, no holy water for you.
So Galark is going to hurry and scurry into one of the general store and be like, excuse me, I need holy water.
Aligor, quick question. Are you, because you don't know that the holy water is being destroyed by your weapon yet, it's not something you innately know? This is something your player knows, but not the character knows. How close are you following Galark into the store to get the holy water?
Oh
Very
no!
closely.
And don't meta this shit. Don't meta this shit, please.
Very closely.
I hate you so much.
Just because he likes terrorizing Galark.
I'm just like, you don't even know this is happening. You're just following him into the store, like, wait, like...
Nobody
Come on.
knows it's happening.
Yeah, it's like, you're just like, okay, fine. You follow him into the store, and you're just standing there, and the shopkeeper pulls out this box that normally has holy water in it, and he's filling these containers. He's like, how are these all empty?
Are
And he
you out
goes-
of holy water?
And he's like, oh, no, this is just the stuff I keep up front. I have some more in the back. Give me a second. He comes back,
Okay.
and as he's walking back, he's got 2 jars that are full of holy water. But as he's getting closer to Galark, as soon as he steps within 10 feet of Galark, the holy water in the jars just evaporates and becomes nothing. And he's like... or 10 feet of Aligor, sorry. He's like, what just happened?
And his hands jolt because the jars full of water are now empty.
Galark is just going to stare at it and like, we're in Baldur's Gate. This better not feed that motherfucker Shadowfae.
He kind of looks around and is like, have any of you, by chance, picked up random magical artifacts by chance? Just curious.
That turns to Aligor.
You have a
Did you
rare
have something to
magical
do with
artifact too.
I didn't. Yeah, but it didn't make my holy water do that.
I don't know what else to tell you.
You're the only one that got a new artifact. I've had mine for a while.
Yeah, and you guys have just noticed that all the plant life around Galark just dies. Yeah, I forgot to mention that's been a side effect for a while. You guys have been in a mountain, so you really haven't noticed. But yeah, as you guys are walking around the grass, everything within 30 feet of Galark just dies.
How do I become attuned with my stuff?
You have to spend time on it. But it has to be equipped and then put it in your attunement slot.
So I'm gonna. Okay, there we go. Ta-da.
Yeah, so the guy looks at the hammer Galark has is covered in skulls and is like,
Aligor has.
Aligor, yeah, sorry.
Wait, hold on. Is it Galark's where everything dies around him, or is it Aligor's?
Galark's is the one where all the plant life dies within 30 feet.
Okay.
Aligor's is the holy water.
Okay, just making sure.
Aligor is no holy water within 10 feet. He looks at the dwarf and sees the hammer who's got all kinds of skulls. The skulls now look like they're a little moist around like the mouth area specifically.
Moist.
And he kind of just looks up and looks at you and is like, Master Dwarf, I hate to do this, but could you step out of the store for a moment? I have a theory.
Or step out of the store.
He goes back, grabs another jar, and walks closer. This time, since now you're more than 10 feet away, the holy water doesn't disappear. Do you have... I heard of these bags that open interdimensional doors.
I have a bag of holding, but...
Yes, one of those.
Yes, I have it. I have one.
I would put the holy water in there almost immediately, and before you pull it out, I would step 10, 15, probably 20 feet away from your dwarven friend. That hammer he's carrying... Yeah, that hammer he's carrying seems to be drinking up holy water for some odd reason.
He's thirsty.
I am so sorry for that.
What is going on with these host accounts? Apparently snatch IPs. That is awesome. Twitch, please, just ban all of those accounts. Like, anybody who uses that word needs to just be instantly banned.
Which is funny because I use the word host on a regular basis because military, but Lord.
This is literally the 5th account that's like followed me, and it's really getting annoying. Like this stream alone.
Jesus.
Give me a minute, that's not the counter. It's on the chair. Go get it. Go get it. It's on the chair next to the bed. Go. Fine, then don't take your medicine and go lay down. Give me 1 second. I'm temporarily modding Doom because I don't have time for this. Doom may get to keep it. I'm not entirely sure yet.
Doom's sitting there going, finally, power!
He might get to keep it depending if he behaves.
Oh, it's nice watching the stream, everybody. We all know he's gonna ban me.
He might get to keep it if he behaves, but I have no faith in my little brother.
How much do I owe you for the holy water? Grab one.
1 gold piece.
I'm going to give him 10.
Here, you give him 10 gold?
Yeah, for covering some of the other stuff.
Oh, that's not necessary. And you put the 10 gold on the table, and he's like, it's like more gold than he's seen in most transactions.
No, it's quite alright, he's quite that dwarf is just as much as annoyance on me as I'm sure he's being now, so.
Yeah, Aligor pops his head back in the door. Can I come back in now?
No, fuck off.
Fine, fuck you guys. I'm gonna go wander
Aligor opens the door and is like, "Can I come back in now?" And the shopkeeper literally takes the holy water and jumps back 15 feet. He's like, "No."
Fine, fuck you guys. I'm gonna go find other shit to do.
Please stay away from me.
It's like the shopkeeper just yells. The shopkeeper just yells out, "Stay away from the church, please.
I'm going to the church."
Please don't."
He's going to pull out his bag of holding and open it. It's like, do I need to stop by the church? No, I don't care.
Aligor puts on his ring of invisibility and just disappears.
Now, would my passive perception indicate if Aligor is near Galark?
Not while he's invisible, no. You unfortunately do not have blind sight.
None of you will ever find.
However, have detect magic, but I think that is a ritual.
You can cast it as a ritual, or you can use a spell slot to cast it instantly.
Well, I have it with thanks to my Orb of Dragon kind. Did I see Aligor turn invisible though?
Aligor, did you step away from the door when you did it, or did you put the ring on as you were closing the door behind you?
The door's closed behind me. I put the ring on. I'm gone.
Yeah, you didn't see him.
Damn it.
You step outside and Aligor is nowhere to be found, and you're kind of like, where is he?
Oh wait, as long as he stays away from me, I don't care. Alrighty, I'm good. Let's go.
Okay, so ignoring what Aligor is doing for a moment, because that's going to cause trouble.
As usual.
You guys begin making your way out toward the mine shaft after you got the holy water. Is that what y'all are doing?
Yeah, unless anybody else needs to go somewhere before we head out.
Nope. I want to go kill cultists. Let's do it.
You know, I gotta sleep in an hour, but I'm good. Sorry, my jokes are not very good today.
Oh, they're supposed to be good on other days?
Yeah.
No, today ain't it.
Nope. I'm bone dry.
Yeah, got it.
Oh, dear sister, did you pass it the fuck out?
I think she did.
No, I can't hit you with that one. That one's too bad.
I feel like if you went into her room, she'd be like, you're just gonna find her passed out on our desk.
You wanna know what? That's exactly what we're doing. I'm grabbing a D20.
Wait, you're gonna throw a D20 at her? Damn.
No, in case I have to roll.
Oh. I don't know
yeah,
why.
no, if I wanted to be evil to my sister, I'd just smack her face.
Damn.
That's typical sibling love.
I know you're gonna roll a D20. You're like, oh, roll a 1. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not doing anything.
Alright. You guys began walking down into,
The depths.
yeah, you guys began walking out into the rain. The rain's still pouring down hard. Make your way out to the mine shaft. Takes you probably the next 45 minutes to get there. Not too terribly far out of town. You pass a few more shops. Nothing interesting. The shop owners are kind of like closing up for the day because of the rain. Not many people are out, so they just decided to close up early. When you arrive at the mine shafts, you do notice there are lights coming from the inside. But you also, for those who are, if you have a passive perception of, I'll say 15 or higher, and you are skilled in Arcana, you guys notice that there are runes lining the outside of this cave and going inward. Similar to runes that some of you noticed way back in season 1, around the cave where time kind of shifted.
Is that the same one where we had that puzzle?
Yep. Well, the same one you had the mural that you all had random effects when you touched it.
Yeah, I ain't touching it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, you didn't touch it.
Debating.
Last time I touched it. Hey, Bones.
Can I check
Last
to
time-
see what
last-
what they do? Sorry.
I was just gonna say the last time I touched it, Bones, it knocked my magic out of me for a while.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think I should be touching that.
It's not that I don't check my
can I
requests,
do,
I don't
like-
clear my requests.
Yeah. Wait, what request?
Redeem
on,
request.
yeah, over on the mod side, there's a lot of redeem requests that I just don't clear because once I see them, I usually do them immediately on stream.
There's an option where you can just clear all of it. So
I know, I just never go back to that section, like, ever.
Alright, so yeah.
Doom's going to be doing some
I
spring
shouldn't
cleaning
be-
now.
Yeah.
You can do that, that's fine. Saves me a little bit of trouble.
But yeah, is there some sort of like Arcana or investigation that I can do to check to see what the runes are for?
Yeah, you can do an Arcana check.
That landed on its corner. And that's a 19. Okay, that's going to be 24.
24?
24.
Alright. 24. These are runes of alarming. Basically, they are just a very intricate alarm system, saying that anybody that crosses this line, it is going to alert the people on the inside and not set off the alarm on the outside. So basically a silent alarm. Gonna let the people know on the inside, but you guys won't know that you tripped it until you made it there.
Is there any way that I can disengage it?
You know that Dispel Magic usually breaks these kinds of things.
Do I have Dispel Magic? That's the... I do not. I'm going to turn to the group and be like, does anybody have Dispel Magic? These runes are a silent alarm, and so we need to get rid of this before we head inside.
Well, I can detect magic.
But can you dispel it?
No.
Regrettably, I'm not able to dispel magic either.
Is Nyx able to, or Zen?
I'm afraid I'm only at level 1 spelled right now, so
I really don't think that's one of the spells he has prepared. It's not one of the spells he has prepared. He has counterspell, but that doesn't help, right, in this situation.
Shit. And if I try to damage the runes, it'll set off the alarm.
Yeah, it has been your experience.
Hmm. Well, who wants to go in and let them know that we're here?
Oh, I will.
You will? Okay.
Fuck yeah.
So it's time to ring the doorbell?
Oh, believe me, I'll be ringing more than their doorbell. How far in are they?
Well, we don't know that.
Why don't we know that?
Because we're still outside.
Well, then why don't we all run in and surprise them?
Just making sure that's what we want to do.
The last warning you guys were given about what this cultist thing was, they could be a couple 100 feet inside, they could be a couple miles inside. You don't know.
Mm.
I'm just gonna sit back and let y'all debate.
Is this the only
Algor's not
entrance?
anywhere with the group.
No, you're at a church destroying their holy water like a dumbass. Anyway. I'm sorry, that was mean. Is this the only entrance that we know of?
That you know of, yeah. And you're not familiar with this area. As far as you know, this is the entrance you were told about. There could possibly be other entrances, but you have no idea to where even begin to look.
Well, I say we go in. They're gonna be alerted that we're here. And then we just keep our eyes peeled for anything.
Would I be
Obviously.
able to... Sorry, would I be able to change my prepared spells, or what would I need to do that?
You can do it in the morning after you complete a long rest.
And it's still midday, evening
right
time?
now it's getting close to evening, so you probably got about... You can technically take a long rest now and just wait the 8 hours, but you'll be waking up like 2 or 3 hours before sunrise. Which could be advantageous to you, you don't know. You also don't know what the cultists are doing down in that cave in that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to go in. Anybody not want to go in?
Well, I don't think
Aligor?
it's necessarily... Aligor's not there.
Oh.
If they were, they would be talking. Anyway. I don't think it's a matter of like want, it's just we don't want to alert them. My inner rogue is screaming at me.
Well, unless we have a dispel magic.
Which I would be able to get tomorrow morning, but
They could come out in that time. They could be doing all kinds of evil down there in that time. They could be doing anything
we'll be
down
only a
there.
few hours, and if they have to
Alright.
come out, we'd be here for
Enough. We waste time debating this when the
Right. I'm going in.
straightforward option
Yep,
is
I'm going
to go
in.
in.
Yeah.
We do not have time for
I'm
you
walking in there.
to get access to this spell from your patron.
Yep, I'm walking in there.
Okay. Those of you who have the arcane proficiencies, you notice the runes light up, change colors for a moment, and then turn off.
Oh, we rang the doorbell now. Let's go.
Might as well.
No use for stealth.
Nope. Let's just run.
You guys begin running, and you guys notice that Nyx ups. He begins to pull this cold energy onto his body as ice spikes grow from his back, and he casts armor Agathis on himself. Just in case.
Dash. I'm going to cast. Language is not my first English. I'm going to cast Mad Dash on myself.
Language is not your first English. Okay.
Really doubling down on the linguistics there.
Hold
Yeah.
on, no, we're quoting that bullshit. That's going on the quote wall. that just too perfect.
Well, now I get to add an additional 10 feet to my base speed.
Yep. All right. You guys begin moving, and you get about 200 to 300 feet down, and you begin to hear the shuffling and movement of boxes and things being shifted around. You hear shouted in Draconic for those who understand. Quickly, get the supplies out of here. They're on their way. I don't know who's at the gates, but they're on their way. And you hear in a much deeper voice coming from the back in Common. I wish it didn't come to this. I would rather finish what we were doing here. We were so close to reviving this one. We don't have time to move its body either. Get the ritual supplies out of here quickly. I'll hold them off. You all get everything out of here as quickly as possible. And then you begin to hear very heavy footsteps come forward out of the tunnel. Probably 200 feet ahead of you, you can hear these footsteps coming forward. So you guys have about 15 seconds. Or about 18 seconds. Before you guys interact with this creature that's coming forward.
Alright, well, as one of the walking tanks, I'll be taking point.
What's your movement speed?
Movement speed's 30 feet, so probably slower than the cleric.
Yeah, Galark is...
Oh, Jesus. 2 new hosses.
This is getting annoying, like really annoying. Anyway, moving on. Because I've got to
they've
focus.
been kind of active today for some fucking reason. I had to ban a shit ton that decided to flood Danny's stream earlier today.
Yeah, it's just getting... Like, I went through on 2 different sites to, like, find all the names and ban, like... I think I banned, like, 400 bots just at 11 o'clock today.
Jesus. Well, I'm going to prep my spiritual weapon and my cantrip. What is that? Sacred Flame as soon as I see the person pop their head out.
Okay. So, purposes. I need a marching order of how you guys want to be before you meet this man. Creature, whatever he is. Y'all don't know yet.
I guess Galark is first.
Galark technically is about the same speed as Zan, but I don't think Zan wants to be all the way at the front.
Oh, and how wide is the tunnel?
About 10 feet wide. 10 feet wide, about 15 feet tall.
Tight space.
My child has lost all my pins.
Alright, well.
I'll go in first. I don't care. I want to kill cultists.
You are too slow to keep up with the cleric. Cleric is definitely first.
Damn it. Well, then I'm right behind the cleric. Some bleh.
Just had to make a wisdom saving throw.
Was it a good
Dude,
one?
what's your weapon?
Spawn.
No, not Galark, Doot.
Oh,
Kind of weapon? What'd you say?
Yeah, like, is it what kind of weapon?
It's a long sword.
Okay, just a longsword, alright.
Mm.
Because, like, if you're doing a great sword thing, then it's like, I'm not standing near you. I don't want to get my head chopped off by an external swing.
oh, but it's a new fashion.
Alright,
Funny.
Galark is first. Sporky is running forward because he
minute.
wants to kill
Is it a great
cultists.
sword? I think it is a great sword.
What is your speed, dude?
40.
40? Oh, so you would be right with Galark then.
Yeah.
Do you not want to be up front?
No, I'm good.
Alright, you guys begin to hear the footsteps coming closer, and you guys kind of shift yourselves into position. Stopping and slowing down so you guys can all get together. So do we want... Am I just going to assume that you guys want the tanks in the front and the DPS kind of behind you guys? Is that what we're looking at?
I mean, I'd say so.
I
Yeah,
guess so.
sounds good.
Okay, we're going with that.
Hello?
Which one of you wants to take actual points? Because there's only room, like, you guys can go 2 by 2, but which one of you wants to actually take points? The Paladin, the Barbarian, or the Cleric? We can go full World of Warcraft on this if we absolutely have to.
Well, Spawn is acting up, so...
Acting up as in he doesn't want to take revenge, or acting up as in you're bloodthirsty?
I'm a bit bloodthirsty, yes.
Okay, well, Cleric is point.
Circus point. I'm not fighting that.
So I have a bloodthirsty battle axe, and I'm also a war cleric.
Right. Well, time to rage.
Okay, Rage is prepared. Cleric is bloodthirsty. Behind the wall of tanks, where are we putting our DPSs? I'm putting Nyx directly behind the tanks because he's got the Arm of Agathos, which makes him a little tankier. So Zen... Actually, it's just Zen and Aligor. Would you have caught up to the party by now, or are you still going to just be invisible walking around town?
I would want to get back to the party. Oh.
Wait, are you still in the town?
No, Zen. I thought Zen went with the party. Aligor was the one exploring town invisible.
Oh, you brought up that both of us were.
Yeah.
Sorry. Zen
That's okay,
should
I
be
was
with.
off roguing.
Aligor's just wandering around the town.
Did you destroy all the holy water in town yet?
No.
Aligor and Zen are around town while the 5 of you are taking on cultists. I did not intend for that to happen. That was completely misunderstanding. But okay, this is fine.
We gonna die.
This is fine.
I'm in danger.
It does make it a little bit easier with the marching order. As you guys are preparing yourselves, getting things ready, you guys have 12 seconds. So basically 2 rounds to prep anything you want to prep before this guy meets your eye, gets within range, gets within 30 feet of you guys.
Who's got an armor class above 16?
18. 17.
Every single
Alright.
person except for you.
Every single person except me.
I am going to cast Aid on 2nd level, and everybody get each target hit the hit point maximum and current hit points increased by 5.
5 bonus hit points. Take them. And then we'll get back to Zen and Aligor after this quick combat.
All right. Who's our paladin again?
I am.
All right. I'm gonna cast Bark Skin on you.
That is
Just
The paladin
right,
starts
Sporky.
barking.
Yes.
Her armor class is an 18. Barkskin's going to do literally less than nothing.
Yeah.
All right, but it says I can't use it on anybody that doesn't have an armor class of at least 16.
Until the spell ends, the target's AC can't be less than 16.
Oh, yeah, that. All right.
So
Oops, yeah, that's
give it to
what-
yourself so your armor class goes from an 11 to a 16.
Yeah, why don't I do that?
That's a very smart decision, Sporky. I like that.
Yay!
Oh,
All right. So I did that. Blink.
all right. Your armor
Alright.
class is 16. You're good.
I look like a tree.
A little bit, yeah. Okay, so
Oh,
that's
Sporky's got a Woody. What else is new?
Oh, you funny one, you are.
Galark. As you are preparing the stuff, casting aid, you feel Rover kind of shifting and starts growling under your shirt, and his head peeks out and he's growling in the direction of right ahead of you.
Okay, well, I still have my spirit weapon and what was the other one? My the sacred flame.
Sacred
crest.
Flame.
Alright.
Said that.
Stepping forward, standing at the almost full height of the cave, steps forward as a half dragon.
Oh.
Oh dear.
A black half dragon, as you see the large black claw grab onto the cave wall and peek around the corner. The long neck and curled horns of a black dragon peek around the corner. Green acidic ooze dripping from its fangs. As it drips on the ground, literal puddles of acid just melt away at the rock. Now would be the time to release any actions you guys had held for when you see this. Which I would say Nyx is a Eldritch Blast. But I'll let you guys do any other things first.
That's a 19 for the spiritual weapon, and I'm aiming for the face.
A 19 just misses because as you swing, he casts shield to raise his AC up to 20.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, that's a pretty low AC.
Yeah, it's not the best in the world, but it's enough.
Well, at least we know what the AC is.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to cast anything else before I do Sacred Flame?
Yes. Well,
26 for the Eldritch Blast and 20. So those both hit. And so 9 damage for that. For the Eldritch Blast, as they two beams fly right by Galark's head and pierce into this thing past the shield. So those two things were definitely prepared for when they saw him. Galark, you have your Sacred Flame prepared. That was all said, and then we'll start initiative order.
Oh, so I do get to cast Sacred Flame before we do initiative, or?
Yeah. You had it ready.
Okay, you gotta roll a dex save.
Where's my dice? Get the big dice out. Big dragon, big dice. Oh.
Thank you.
That is a... You said dex save?
Yeah.
13.
Fails.
Okay.
Take 13 points of damage. Radiant
Ouch.
damage.
Ow. Alright, let's go ahead and roll initiative. Hey, natural 19.
Oh, same here.
Hey, natural 17.
Natural 19.
Okay, so what are the totals for those guys?
Rhiannon's got a flat 19.
Galark 21.
Sporky, what do you have?
17.
Bone Daddy, what you got?
Ouch. Wait, for what?
Initiative.
1915? 19.15.
Okay. You have a higher dex than Rhiannon. So, the order is half dragon. Because they got a 22 with a natural 19. And then Galark. Doot. Rhiannon. The amount of times I want to call Rhiannon Rihanna is going to be hilarious.
I mean,
And-
it's Rhiannon.
Rhiannon.
You are
Man.
really holding true the Uton values of unique names.
And
Rhiannon's not unique.
I mean,
The fact you have to correct somebody how to pronounce the name.
It's not friggin' Absidy.
Who the fuck has a name of Absidy?
You would be surprised.
I mean, this is true. Okay. The half dragon does get to go first. And it is going to attempt. Let's see if it has its breath weapon today. It does.
Bollocks.
You guys are all in range of that breath weapon, by the way.
No, I'm not.
No, yeah, you are. It steps around the cave. Takes a few steps forward. And is going to unleash his breath of toxic acid spray and fire it out in front of you. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
And for those that are within, I think it was 15, 10 feet, 30 feet. Let me double check. Basically, people within a certain range to have a +3 on their saves.
Oh.
That is helpful.
Well, I
No, it
want
doesn't help.
ability to poison.
Oh. Oh, this is poison?
This is acid.
Oh,
This is acid.
Oh.
This is a
Oh.
black dragon.
Not a green dragon.
What to say?
Are we-
Well, I failed it.
Okay, so yeah, within all friendly creatures, including myself, within 10 feet of me, gain a +3 to all saving throws.
That is everybody. You guys are all kind of still cramped up in here at the moment.
what saving throw are we doing?
Dexterity saving throw. If you got less than a 16, you failed.
I
Oh,
failed.
good thing, because I got a 17, actually. Plus
Yeah,
1.
I failed.
Alrighty, and I have Shield Master. I got an 18 on the die, so
You
I
passed.
take no damage. So I use my
Oh,
reaction
no.
to take no damage.
Oh yeah, okay. You use your reaction to take no damage. I was like, yeah, Shield Master does that. Okay, so for those who passed, which I think was just Sporky, because Eve and Nyx failed. You guys take 4d6 acid damage, which is 15 for everybody who failed and 7 for those who passed.
Sorry, 14 damage?
15.
15.
And Nyx is resistant to poison, so he takes half anyway.
Acid, it's not poison.
You're right, it is acid. What about? I saw resistance and poison, and my brain was just adding words.
So acid is different than poison?
It is different,
Yes.
yes. Acid is very different.
Which means I actually passed. Okay.
Yeah, acid is the stuff that corrodes metal. Poison is the stuff that corrodes flesh.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Speaking of,
Basically.
if you have non-magical armor on, another one of those blasts could really hurt your armor.
Oh no.
Good thing I got mithril armor.
God damn it. I just bought this half plate.
As his bonus action, he is going to... Let me make sure this is the right spell. Yeah, he is going to cast Hex on the first person he sees is Galark.
Damn it. I'm regretting my decisions.
Yeah.
That seems to be a common theme with you, sister.
Alright, so that was his action, bonus action. He's used a little bit of his movement. Now he is just standing there waiting. And he has no weapon. You can tell he's very much a spellcaster and is just...
Ooh, now I'm wishing I had gotten Mage Slayer as my feat.
Galark, you feel the hex hit you and you see this green aura kind of glow up around you. A similar feeling to the helpful presence of your Shadow Fae patron. And he just feels gross on you. But it also feeds the rage of Spawn, so... What are you doing?
I am taking rain with Spawn and rushing in.
Alright, go for
And
it.
aiming for his face.
Alright, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Natural 20!
Okay.
Sorry, Loki, I scared you.
How dare you scare the cat?
It's by accident. For a total of 25. And that is going to be 8 plus 4, that's 12. That's going to be 14 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, that's damage.
And I'm going to use my Warpriest feat that allows me to attack again with Spawn.
Alright.
That fell off the table. Okay. I promise I didn't do nothing. This is a 19.
After the first one, he is going to use his reaction to Hellish Rebuke you. So I needed a dexterity saving throw.
That's going to be 12.
That is a failure. So you take 2d10 fire damage.
Oh no.
That is 9. 9 points of fire
Okay.
damage. as you
How much did
hear.
Wilbur take?
Wilbur takes 9 points of fire damage as well Rover takes 9 points of fire damage as well as he's standing there. Dragon Constitution. Young. He's not looking great. His wings are burned. Yeah, he's hurt. He only had about 20 hit points.
See, this is why when you have a pet on you, you don't take point.
Look, to be fair, any other pet would have instantly been dead. Any other pet. This is a dragon. The constitution of a dragon is the only thing that saved his ass. Any other pet that would have killed.
Mhm.
Damn it! I was going to heal, but then I remembered I'm too focused on. So we're doing we're still doing Warpriest for 24 to hit.
That hits, yeah.
And that is going to be 6 points of slashing damage.
You said 6 points?
Yes.
All right.
Can I use any of my remaining movement to get the fuck out of the way?
You can, and he used his reaction already, so technically you're not taking a point of... Oh, wait, hold on. You take another d6 of necrotic because you're hexed. 4.
Damn it.
You
Okay.
do. Rover does not.
Thank God.
So you take 4 additional points of necrotic damage.
Well, that's my turn.
All right, Doot. You see Galark rush up and hit this monster, and the dragon utters something in Draconic, and Galark's arms and chest burst into flame for a moment. You see the small black dragonoid creature on its neck rear back in pain, and then he makes another attack, and it is now your turn to make your move.
Well, I lunge in too and I attack.
All right. You do not have advantage, even though you're both targeting, because you can't get around this creature to flank it.
17.
17? That hits.
Yeah. 16.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
That was damage.
Oh, that was damage?
Yeah, that was damage.
Oh my.
Yeah, I'm raging.
Oh, right.
And slashing damage. But yeah, anyway, yeah, okay, did that. I'm gonna slash again.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty 20.
Okay, that hits.
11 damage.
Okay.
No, that's about it.
All right. Rhiannon, your 2 tanks have charged, and now with the amount of space that this whole fight is taking up, it is going to be difficult for you to get in to attack this thing.
Yes, make it incredibly difficult for the paladin with a shield and sentinel attacks that basically I built to be able to impose disadvantage on the... Oh!
1, spawn. 2, I tried getting out of the way.
I thought you did get out of the way.
Oh, that's right.
Because you
Galark
still have
did-
movement.
Oh no, what I'm supposed to do? Crawl underneath the dragon?
Move back.
Galark's movement had 10 feet. Yeah, Galark moved back. Yeah, Galark can move back 10 feet. That's right, yeah.
Yeah, I
Thank
do
you.
still have my 40 movement.
Yeah. Well, you took 30 to get up to his face, but yeah. So you got 10 more to dip back. So you're able to switch places with Galark.
Good. All right. So that's my movement. Then I'm going to go ahead and let's see here.
And Paladin /
Pretty much. First bonus action, cast Divine Favor on myself, so I get an extra 1d4 radiant damage
Okay.
at first level. And then I'm going to take a first swing with my long sword.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's a 9 on the die plus 7. I believe that is a 16 to hit.
Uh, 16 just hits. Yeah.
Okay. And since it is a long sword of sharpness, I deal max damage.
Yeah.
that'll-
I'm pretty sure that's right. Yeah.
So that's 12 slashing damage plus 3 radiant damage for a total of 15. And gonna go ahead and take a second slash
Mm-hmm.
for a 17 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Another 12 slashing damage plus 4 radiant damage.
What was the first radiant damage on there?
3. So I dealt a total of 7 radiant damage.
This
And
dragon is
20
rearing back in pain and is just like not happy with the situation.
Well, we're not happy with the situation either. We had to come down here to begin with. All right, that's my movement. That was my bonus action and my 2 attack actions. So that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Sporky, you see the melee fighters taking care of business. They're not in your way. He's still big enough you can hit him.
I mean, yeah, it's literally twice my size.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
5'6".
Yeah. He's standing a good 12 feet tall.
Just pushing at his waist.
Okay.
It's
Well,
funny.
then I'm gonna hit him with my staff for a lightning strike
Okay.
up towards his head,
Mm-hmm.
so that way it doesn't hit anybody on the ground. And let's see, get out spells.
That is a natural
Plus
20
4.
on his save. So that's half damage from your lightning strike.
Okay, well, I got a 17 plus 4 with the the 17 to hit plus 4. So
Your
that's what, 21. 21 to hit.
Are you trying to hit with the lightning? Are you doing the lightning strike ability, or are you making a melee attack against it?
No, I'm doing a lightning strike on him, on his
Then
head.
you don't make an attack. It's just a bolt
Oh.
of lightning.
Okay. Well, then now it's time for the damage. It's going to be... down here. 9d6. Alright. Five. 2, so that's 7. Let me get out my notebook here so I can keep counting. Let's see. It's 1, 3. Six. Two. 21. 1, 22. 5, 27. So not least, just 3, which is going to make it 30.
Okay.
Total
so
of 30.
Half of that is 15. You see him take the lightning to the face, and the burning black flesh kind of melting off of his lower chin. He looks back down and is snarling at this entire group. He's really hurt, but he's really pissed at the same time. Do you have any bonus action spells?
Me?
I'm
Yeah.
looking at your list to double check. The only one you have
Oh.
is Flame Blade.
No, what about, he did hurt me, so what about,
Your reaction for absorb elements should have done on his turn. That's when reactions happen.
Hellish Rebuke?
Again, reaction that happens at the moment of damage.
Oh,
Come on, Sporky.
Okay. So Flame Blade, yeah.
All right. You cast Flame Blade. You summon this Flame Blade in your offhand. You have it ready for your next round of attacks.
Okay.
Nyx is going to look up, and by the way, his armor of Agathis is gone.
Oof.
And just to double check the spell list for Nyx.
What about next?
Oh, there he is.
He got in quite some time ago. Like practically at the start of the round.
Well, Nyx, it's your turn. Your armor of Agathis has faded away.
Pull him up. Sorry, like I said, emergency came up at work.
You're fine. I didn't even realize you had popped in. I hadn't heard from you.
I think it's like right about when Zen had to leave.
Yeah, I haven't looked up at Discord in a minute, so. There's a very hurt black dragon.
Black half dragon.
Black half dragon.
Okay. And how far away am I from the dragon?
About 35 feet.
And we've got the 2 tanks right in front of him, or 3 tanks right in front of him, so melee attacks are going to be hard.
I wasn't looking at melee attack right now. I was going to do Witch Bolt. Because I have 1 spell left. So.
Okay.
I'll just roll it on D&D Beyond. 23.
That hits.
Okay. Ooh, 28 damage. Lightning.
I'm sorry, how much damage?
28. 3d12.
No, okay, that's right. I was like, how do you get 28 out of 3d6? I was like, never mind. I did math wrong.
You are not math?
Not at 11 o'clock at night, no. That kills it. It drops to the ground, and you see its body begin to slowly bubble and boil a little bit.
Uh-oh.
I remember this. Run.
You remember what?
We fought the red half dragon, and it blew up.
Yeah. In 1 round. Guess whose turn it is next?
Let me guess. Dexterity saving throw?
From everybody, please. Because this is a contained blast. This is going to take out the entire cavern.
That's a 17.
Oh,
Do we
dexing?
still have the +3?
As long as you're within 10 feet of me, yes, you have the +3.
Which means the tanks have the
Wow.
+3. The tanks have the +3.
Yeah, and I have 5.
19. We have Lux. I mean, or Inspiration,
Yeah,
too.
you guys have Lux and Inspiration to use.
Okay,
I'm gonna-
5, 6,
I'm using
7,
the luck.
8. How much is that? How much do I need to beat?
You need to beat a 17 with this explosion.
Man, I got my butt burned. Okay, so don't.
Alright,
Yep,
I
nope.
got it. I got a 21. So I'm gonna take my reaction to take no damage.
Yep. I was like, wait, do you have your reaction still? Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I went after the
Yep,
the,
you got
the
it.
beastie, so
So
I
you
like Shield Master.
you slam your shield in front of you and avoid all of this explosive damage. Luckily, like technically you're within point blank range of this. You should not be able to do this, but mechanics. All right.
Yeah, we'll just say it was deflected most of the damage right back in front of me.
Yeah, I failed.
Okay. So those who failed, you take 32 points of acid damage.
Ouch.
For those who passed, you take 16 points of acid damage, except for Rhiannon, who takes 0 because friggin' shields.
Have anything? Nope. Yeah, I'm down.
Serious? Oh,
Yeah.
right. Because touch, full blast, dragon breath. Well, we
Twice.
got clerics and paladins, so
You guys wait for the acid bath to clear, and you guys are noticing rocks are melting around you. The cavern is now about 15 feet wide at this point. Just from the force of the explosion expanding everything on the cave. Parts of the floor beginning to melt. Y'all's armor, if you got hit with both of those blasts and you do not have magical armor, your armor is damaged and your AC drops by 2.
Oh, thank goodness I got some magic armor.
okay. Who needs healing?
You turn around and Nyx is on the
do.
ground.
Okay, then I will go ahead and quickly lay on hands and a heal for 10 points.
Not bad, not bad. Thank you, thank you.
How about
You?
we get out of here before any more of the drip drops fall on us?
I mean, I had to get them back up. Otherwise, how would they run?
Okay, well, I mean, cast prayer of healing, and I would rather not do that. In the middle of here.
I know, I have prayer of healing too. I know how long it takes.
So is Nyx up?
Yeah, I brought
Yeah.
Nyx up with the heal, lay on hands.
Well, I am going to really quickly pet Rover and cast minor healing on them for 5 healing points.
Alrighty. Based on the conversation that we heard from that, presumably that half dragon, do we want to go deeper in or leave?
We're going to have to go deeper in. We still have to take care of the.
Yeah, and it sounds like they were in a rush thanks to our tripping the alarm. I mean, frankly, that whole fight took, what, a minute? Less than?
It took 6 seconds. You guys absolutely slaughtered a fucking half dragon.
And that was without using Divine Smite.
You have a busted ass paladin, and I love it. I do. I really do love it. I'm just like that.
Hey, you're the one that allowed me to get a very rare weapon, allowed me to get extra feats, and some extra gold. So you have no one to blame but yourself for how broken I am.
That's fair. Instead of half dragons, I'm sending full dragons. Got it. Noted.
Fuck.
Damn it, Wanda! Why can't you be in this pain?
I told you you could choose which character you wanted to give a feat to. You gave all your good stuff to Wonder.
Standard Prayer of Healing. Galark is going to cast Healing Word, so everybody gets 12 points of healing, including Rover.
All right, Rover is brought back to full health, and it looks up and she's like, "Oh wait, Rover was caught up in that explosion too."
Oh,
but they're a black dragon.
Oh,
they're a infant black dragon. They're not immune. They're resistant.
Still,
they still would have had to make their dexterity saving throw. So
and
16.
That dragon's not making a dexterity save. It has a +1 to everything at the moment.
It could happen. Well, I mean, this is what, a 16?
17.
Well, yeah, if that was a +1 save, plus the 3 from my aura.
It's true.
It's a friendly creature. So all it needs is a 13 or higher.
Galark, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for Rover real quick.
You're welcome, by the way.
At the 17.
Alright, so 32 halved, and then halved again. Knocks it down to 8. It had 9 hit points. Rover barely hang on. He barely hung on to that.
And again, you're welcome.
Galark is just going to be like, "Oh, stop it. Sorry, baby. Can I put a dragon in a bag of holding?"
There's no air in a bag of holding.
If he peeks his head out.
I mean, yeah. Technically. I don't know how Rover would react to floating in nothingness.
Can you imagine how uncomfortable that would be? Your body kind of separated from your head, but you still being able to breathe? That would be... Nope. Not going down that rabbit hole.
I kind of imagine that feeling like you're in a swimming pool and just like your arms are floating off, hanging off the side, and you're just floating there. I kind of want to imagine that's what it feels like, but at the same time... that just...
Well, not even, because there's supposedly gravity in the extra dimension that the bag of holding connects to.
Depends on the lore you...
Yeah, true.
Technically. There's gravity and there's also not gravity. It's weird. Because if one lore says it's the ethereal plane, the other says it's the stomach of a ethereal beast.
Okay, well then, reminder, get Rover their own set of armor.
Or stop carrying Rover into battle. Just be like, "Hey Rover, I need you to hide in the backpack for a minute." Like, "Hey Rover,
I'm gonna do that.
just...
It's like, "Rover, go hide in the backpack. Okay, you'll be safe there. You know, okay. There's the poison stuff. Go eat."
Rover is gonna though go around and clean up the acid off of you guys and eat that as dinner. They're just like gonna use that as his own version of healing.
Oh my gosh.
Like hunger. But yes, if you have non-magical armor, your AC is dropped by 2. If you got hit by both of those attacks. With that being said, are you guys choosing to go further down, or are you guys going to come back and try to get your 2 friends who didn't get attacked by dragons?
I vote going further down. We're already here, no point wasting time.
I just realized, our rogue has the stick of sending.
Yep.
We could have used that.
The tugging stick.
I did not get my. Oh,
Yeah, you guys could definitely use that talking stick. I will say that after a moment or so, you guys do get a message from Zen, be like, "Did you guys leave and head toward the mineshaft already? I found Aligor. Where are you guys at?" You can respond to this message.
Mineshaft. ASAP.
There's no further response. You just get the feeling that Zen is kind of dragging Aligor that direction now.
I'm going to double check to make sure my holy water is in the bag of holding.
All right. So you guys have about an hour until Zen gets there, because that's about the time it takes from the town to get there. So you guys can take a short rest. You guys can explore. What do you want to do? I know what the Warlock wants to do, but what does the rest of the party want to do?
I'm going to let the party decide.
I want to keep press further in, but then I'm at full health and only have to use up 2 spell slots.
I'm on half health, and if we take a short rest, I can get my spells back.
Well, I also have the minor healing as a cantrip, so I can flood that as much as need be.
I haven't found that spell to be broken yet. That's why I'm allowing it. It's totally a homebrew spell, though.
Is it a homebrew?
Oh yeah. There are no healing cantrips at all, except Revivify.
Revivify isn't a cantrip.
I
Or
think
not Revivify.
Spare the dying.
That one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, spare the dying.
Spare the dying. Yeah, that one.
And-
Sorry.
And that one only just stabilizes, doesn't really actually heal.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, this spell actually is a very nice, just quick heal. So I don't see it being. It's not too broken at all, and it doesn't scale like other cantrips. So I'm like, I'm okay with this spell.
So yeah, if we want to go in, then I can just spam a minor healing on everybody to get them to full health.
All right. I will say you doing that. Yeah. If you guys are not taking the short rest, doing this, take you a couple minutes to, probably 2 minutes tops to heal everybody up.
alrighty, so 1 vote for pressing further in, 1 vote for short rest from Rhiannon and Nyx, respectively. Galark's going with the party decision, so that's her swing vote. Who says what?
Your sporkness, Bone Daddy.
Yes.
Short rest or keep going?
Yeah, let's short
I want to
rest
keep
though.
going. I want to kill them cultists.
Okay.
So that's two for each.
Galark,
We're
what do you
still missing Galark. We're still missing Aligor and Zen. Galark, you're
I
the
need
deciding
more
vote.
healing.
Okay, even we go, odd we stay, and we get odd, we're staying.
Yeah, I'll be all in for cultists, but I'll be useless with you. But I need healing.
So we're doing a short rest before pressing on.
Yes.
All right.
All right. You guys kind of like duck into one of the walls that aren't completely dripping in acid, but Rover quickly cleans up most of the mess so you guys can sit and rest for a moment. I will say that this short rest does require somebody to kind of just keep an eye out for anybody coming up the cave.
I mean, as I'm full health, but I'll keep guard.
All right. Everybody else can use your healing dice, do what you need, recover your spell slots.
How many spell slots can we recover in an hour?
You cannot. The Warlock is pretty much the only one that gets his bonus.
Yeah, warlocks are the only class that gets their spells back on a short rest, and that's because they are so few.
Yeah, you only get 2, and then you can only cast them at a max level.
Yeah, I think you get 4 at like 17th level. I think it's like the maximum number of spell slots you get.
But like, yeah, I think right now, like, I think in another level or 2, I get my 3rd spell slot. I think so.
Yeah, maybe. I think maybe 11. It's the 3rd spell slot. I don't remember honestly.
I'm actually checking the rules right now.
I usually don't play warlocks, full warlocks. I usually multi-class them with other stuff.
No, next level I upgrade to 4th because right now I only got 3rd level slots.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can only ever have 2 spell slots.
Nope. No.
Oh wait, spell slots. Oh wait, no. At 3rd, you get 11th level, you get a 3rd spell slot, and at 17th level, you get a 4th.
Yeah. But basically, it goes. I get 2, and then they just go from 1st to 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and then max at 5th.
And then you get the arcanums.
Yeah, I get 1 of 6th, 7th, and 8th, and 9th.
And those you'll be able to cast at will, so it kind of balances out.
Yeah, at will once per day, but yeah. Which is weird a way of putting it, but yeah.
But
yeah. Okay, so Rhiannon, would you please roll a perception check to keep your lookout for this hour?
Oh dear, I'm now a bit regretting my decision. Let's see here. I have no regrets. I have a 19.
All right. You hear them continuously moving stuff, and you hear the shouts of, well, the Arbiter is more than likely dead, as seeing the explosion at the entrance of the tunnel. So we need to hurry. He may have taken them out, but I'm not gonna go looking, just in case something did survive. Just get everything out quickly.
Now, I have a whole lot of information to go off of. Hey, you done healing and get spell slots back?
Let's go.
Yeah, we're good. Let's go.
Yeah, after about an hour, everybody kind of stands up, and you guys make your way out. By the time in that hour, they did get a lot of stuff out. You guys walk to the end of the cave, and Zen kind of steps behind you, puts a hand on your shoulder, and says, "Hey, what did we miss?"
I need new armor.
Is there let me ask you a question. Is the dragon still there, or did he just totally explode?
Oh no, it was a absolute catastrophic explosion. And considering that's the first time that ability is being used indoors, that cave is a lot bigger now.
Okay.
And Rover is a lot more full now.
But as Zen and Aligor join you guys, we're going to go ahead and end the session there. You guys can explore the rest of the cave next week, once everybody is here. I did not mean to I did not intentionally separate the party. I misunderstood what the fuck was happening.
I mean, that's kind of on them for not being clear, because I didn't hear them at all.
But to be fair, the beginning of it was very much Zen and Aligor heavy. So the end could be the rest of the party, and it worked out. Everybody got to play and have some fun. Everybody got to have moments.
Yay.
I come in just at the end to get myself a kill.
Yeah. Get yourself a kill that ended up killing you.
Exactly.
Acidic retribution.
Acid of death.
So for
Is
the
there
actual...
at least a finger or a claw on that dragon?
No. Dragon's gone.
And even if there was, I'm pretty sure Rover already ate it.
The dragon was gone. So thank you guys for coming out. We'll see you guys on Tuesday for Spellplague, and then back here on Wednesday for Spellplague, and back here on Friday for another Dragon Queen's Ascension. This will be up on YouTube on Tuesday. That's where Tuesday came from. Bye, everybody.